biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. Wow. Your Friday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Laura, are you growling and doing good afternoon now?
Yeah.
Okay, you were there? You were part of that?
Wait, have you lost your hearing?
No, because you normally have a different approach to the growl, and you're just in now, right?
I'm in. I'm all in.
Okay, good. So we did, actually, this turned out really cool. So, Laura, you started out with an Instagram post that there was a kid named Cole who lost his house in Altadena. He's in Altadena.
Yeah.
In the Eden Fire, and he had lost all of his
bobbleheads, pretty much. I mean everything, right? But he had a bobblehead collection. He's a huge Laker fan. He's a big Marvel fan and a huge Dodger fan. So somebody reached out to me and was like, "Hey, is
all that stuff for him?
All that stuff,
and it's not even your friend has not. I have not gotten his shipment yet
from Ed Hart.
From Ed."
And Ed's got a lot of them.
Yeah.
My stuff is still in the storage. I didn't have time to go get it, so he still has that. And Lucas from our Fun and Games department is also getting some stuff. So this is just from Mace, Greg, Ron Mitchell, a listener. One of our listeners came and, look, John, I'm going to bring this one out because it's gorgeous and I want people to see it. I was not expecting to get this gem in this haul.
And this came from a listener.
Yeah. A listener came in and brought a whole bunch of stuff.
Man, I will tell you one thing. These fires have been devastating and they're awful. And I sympathize with I've got 10 friends who lost everything.
Yeah.
This LeBron James Dodgers bobblehead that people are going crazy over. He's giving it up.
Good for him.
And
that's really
this
cool.
Jerry Buss ring that he's like I've had for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
So he gave a
we're
lot.
We're gonna get this kid back in the game.
This kid is going to be back and feeling good,
But
and got a little piece of living back.
Yeah, what I was going to say is the overwhelming support. I mean, LA takes a route, and it's well deserved. We're pretty superficial. We tend to we got a lot of 70-year-olds dating 20-year-olds,
right?
But when something like this happens, when the whole city catches on fire, the overwhelming support of citizens across the, I mean, like this is another example of it. These people with the bobbleheads. By the way, we should throw that one in there too.
Oh, we should. Yeah,
we got a Dave Roberts bobblehead that
sliding bobblehead
that whatchamacallit, Morales was going to destroy if the Dodgers didn't win the World Series.
Thankfully,
but
it's
since
intact.
They won, it's intact. We'll give it to this kid.
Yeah.
But have you noticed that like
people are pulling together in a meaningful way? Yeah.
How about people going on the news? I've never watched as much news as I've watched lately.
Me too.
But people going on the news saying, "Hey, don't go to the Rose Bowl. They can't take any more donations.
Yeah.
There's no more room." I mean, it's the way people have helped is tremendous.
Yeah, the people have responded in a really beautiful way, and this is a little thing that we could do. Cole, who's 13 years old, is going to get a bunch of bobbleheads and stuff like that. You know, it's hard to do something big. I just thought, let's just do one small thing. Let's just here's this kid. Let's just do something for him, and so that worked out great. In fact. David Tapia, the floor manager from Channel 11, is the guy that sort of engineered the whole thing.
Right.
So
I'm
glad
he's still managing the floor. When I left KCAL, which was 10 years ago, it was all automated.
The floor managed itself,
Yeah.
exactly. When I was there, there still was a floor manager, but the cameras just roll around and do whatever they want.
Yeah, there was a great one for years at KCAL, John Lauderdale, who now runs the floor at Jeopardy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
they still have a live person there.
They still have an actual person out there doing it. But, him and a woman named Linda Hahan, those two were at every sportscast, every newscast I got. And
Yeah.
they were, when we say floor directors, so when you go do news, and Mason and I have both done it, you're on a set with 3 or 4 other people, but there's a lot of chaos going on around you. There's 3 or 4 cameras. There's teleprompters.
There's one camera that's swooping
in. Unimaginable amount of lights.
Yeah.
And so the floor director is basically the traffic cop. They're telling you where to go, what to do, when to shut up, when not to shut up. And you have to have a certain disposition for that.
Yeah.
And so good for this guy.
By the way, you mentioned watching a lot. I've been watching a lot of local news, and, I'd forgotten how how important local news is. Like, I really enjoy the local news. And one of the things, last night I was watching Channel 11, then they went to TMZ, and there's Harvey Levin, and he's got like 60 people in that room now. I don't know how you know how they always had like 11 people spitballing.
Right.
That room is so full now.
It's kind of like our show. Like,
it
just
is.
People jumping in from everywhere.
Yeah, it's like a really full house.
By the way, I caught the tail end of Harvey's reign at KCBS.
Yes.
Great parties at Harvey Levin's house. Yeah, I used to throw big parties.
He's a great guy. I interviewed for being one of the first guys to sit in his room and do that thing, and ultimately I said, Harvey, I don't think I'm your guy.
Well, it would have changed the arc of your career
substantially. Certainly would have, yeah. Hey, I want to remind everybody, we're talking about the fire, both the Palisades fire, the Eden fire, and everybody that's dealing with the aftermath of that. We are going to be live at Ralph's next Wednesday. Ralph's in Redondo Beach.
This is a day before Lakers Celtics, by the way.
That's
and
right.
Sasha Vujacic and Robert Horry are coming to this thing.
Exactly. We're there with BBGO. The LA Regional Food Bank is running an effort with us to help people who are dealing with the fires, looking to collect stuff like non-perishable food items, crackers, trail mix, fruit bars, that kind of stuff. Non-food items, deodorant, toothpaste, shampoo, socks, all this kind of stuff. If you have something, can get something like that, bring it out to us at Ralph's in Redondo Beach next Wednesday from noon to 3. And as John mentioned, both Robert Horry and Sasha Vujacic are going to be there hanging out with us.
A couple more things about that remote. That Ralph's is gigantic.
Huge. We were there last year, yeah.
It's one of the biggest grocery stores anywhere in Southern California. And if you're going to make a trip out there, and we hope you do, we hope to see everybody out there next Wednesday, noon to 3.
Yep.
You could conceivably, Mason and I are going to do a Price is Right kind of game. And what we're going to do is we're going to run through the store and grab a bunch of stuff. And one of our rules is it has to be stuff that when we're done with this dumb game, we're going to donate it.
Right.
So if you're looking around your house and you don't have a lot of stuff, just bring some money, because you could walk into Ralph's and buy a cart full of stuff and just donate it right there.
Exactly.
So if you're so inclined to help the LA Food Bank, and we hope you are, you don't have to make a separate trip to a grocery store before you come. This grocery store is gigantic, and we do our show from the parking lot.
Yes.
So we hope we see everybody there next Wednesday in Redondo Beach.
Yes, that's going to be a blast. Live show on the road and helping people dealing with the fires and hanging out with you guys and BBGO and all that stuff. All right, coming up next for you, Rams. Here we go. Rams time. The Rams are at Philly.
The Rams play on ESPN.
Hey, Kobe Turner.
Turner there. By the way, Steve Avila is going to join us a little bit later on in the show.
TCU
offensive lineman
guy.
for the Rams,
Yeah.
exactly. We got that coming up for you, and lots of talk about the weekend playoff matchups. Also, the Lakers home to Brooklyn tonight. We'll get into a little bit of that. I got a question for you about that. We'll get to all that stuff coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, let me tell you about ZipRecruiter. Right now, a lot of people are out of work. A lot of people not only lost their homes, they lost their businesses, they lost their jobs. If you are hiring, please use ZipRecruiter. All of these people are going to ZipRecruiter and putting up their resumes. It's free at this web address, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. So if you're a business and you're hiring, you can use that site for free. It'll help you find qualified candidates for your job roles fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. You'd be helping a lot of people out. Go to that exclusive web address to use it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The fun way to drive.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you. Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our value bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then, the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano here. You know it's hard to find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it. Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? So you're not alone. And even better, HIMS can help. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. It all starts with an online intake form. From there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. Through hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Millions of men experience ED, but HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
Is this Kobe Turner?
This is Kobe Turner.
Yeah. This dude's a chameleon. Wow.
I'm so bummed I wasn't here yesterday when you guys interviewed
But
him.
this is a great
He
song.
speaks Spanish too.
Yeah, which song is this? Is this a Kelly Clarkson song?
No.
Who is it?
This is his Masked Singer performance. But
Right,
I'm
trying to remember what is that
it's
song?
not Lighthouse.
Anyway, you guys know.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Yeah, somebody tweet us. So yeah, so I'm ready for the weekend. I am ready
Goo Goo
for the
Dolls.
weekend.
It's
Goo Goo Dolls,
called,
yeah.
It's called Iris by the Goo Goo
Okay,
Dolls.
there you go.
I was way off.
Never would have gotten that in a million years. Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Who, by the way, the lead singer for the Goo Goo Dolls, I beat in the Toyota Celebrity Grand Prix a number of years back.
That's
Oh
impossible.
wait, no, I beat Willie Galt.
The only people they
I
called
beat
you
Omar Epps.
They called you the human pylon.
Yep,
the only people you bet were the people that wrecked.
No, right,
you lost
exactly.
to Donna Feldman, who's a supermodel.
She's a tremendous driver. She's a super driver too. So let's see. I am so ready for Rams on Sunday. I feel really good about this game. I feel like I heard McVay on with Sedano and
that
Cap
me?
yesterday.
Oh, that is me. I'm
that
playing
is
Goo
you,
Goo
yeah.
Dolls songs.
I heard McVay on with Sedano and Cap yesterday. He was great. And one thing he said, which was interesting, and by the way, Cappy hit him with all of the statistics from the first time the Eagles.
I'm sure Sean loved that.
Oh, yeah. McVay was just thrilled about that. He was thrilled about that. But McVay said something interesting. He said, I'm so glad we had that game because we've got a chance now to scheme against it. We've seen what they do. And he is going to make, obviously, adjustments. And the huge adjustment is you throw the world at Saquon Barkley and say, Jalen Hurts, beat us.
Well, and Hurts is going to have an extra weapon. He didn't have Devontae Smith in the first game. And so Smith lines up on one side of the field and A.J. Brown lines up on the other. A.J. Brown had a big game the first time. But I remember when I was growing up.
Yep.
Ohio State was the number one ranked team. It was when they had Archie Griffin.
Right.
And
So
Woody Hayes was
and,
their coach.
Yeah.
And just coincidentally, that year, UCLA played Ohio State in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State was the number one ranked team in the country. And they came out to California, and they blew them out.
Yep.
Ohio State just dominated. It wasn't close.
Yeah, right.
They both play out the season. Sure enough, they end up in the Rose Bowl. And Ohio State's some ridiculous favorite.
Right.
And UCLA just shocked the world and beat them because of what you just described. They felt like everything they were going to throw at us we had already seen.
Yep.
So Dick Vermeil was the coach that year. And there was a quarterback named John Shara who played one of the best games of his life, and they knocked him out. And I think the Eagles are probably going to win, but I'm taking the Rams because I just think that everybody else is taking the Eagles.
Everybody's on the Eagles.
Although,
Although,
and when that happens,
it's just you, me, and Dan Graziano from the Get Up.
Yeah, when
Dan Graziano's on the Rams.
When everybody,
I love Dan. Dan's the best.
When everybody takes one side, that's when you start looking at the other
Yep.
side.
Yep.
So I'm taking the Rams in that game.
Yeah, I like the Rams in that game as well. Laura came up with a number. Matthew Stafford, fourth best. Is it quarterback rating or QBR, Laura? Do you know?
Give me 1 second.
Fourth
sorry.
best quarterback rating of any quarterback in the history of the NFL playoffs of whatever certain number of games, right?
The number that's staggering is since he's come to the Rams, he's 18-3 in November, December, and January.
Right.
18-3.
Yeah.
I mean, I like their chances, man.
I do too. Matthew Stafford, fourth best passer rating in NFL history in the playoffs. With at least 5 games. So Matthew Stafford is clutchy, as you mentioned, at this time of year, and I feel really good with him at quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in the game on Sunday, and that counts. And Saquon Barkley, you just got to find a way. You just got to throw everything at Saquon Barkley and say, Jalen Hurts, go ahead and try to beat us. Jalen Hurts, when he throws over 300 yards, they've got a terrible record. The more you make him throw, the better the other team is, right? Because that's really not what Philly wants to do.
Well, and I don't think the Rams can count on having 9 sacks again.
No,
the Eagles' line is too good.
On top of that, Jalen Hurts is too...
Yeah, they're going to have to come up with a lot of different things to try, but they will.
They will. I'm excited for that. The Rams are 5. I've got them as 5.5-point dogs. Does that sound right? 5.5 point dogs?
Well, then it's moving towards their favor because they were 6.5 at the start of the week.
Let me see. I just did this because we're doing the Big 5 picks today. Yes, 5.5. 5.5. So it's a ball game that is, for me, totally winnable for the Rams, particularly the way they played on Monday against the Vikings. So I feel really good about it. And by the way, divisional round weekend. Is this the best weekend of NFL football of the year?
Well, because you get games both days.
Yeah, 2
all
days.
Day. Maybe last weekend competes with it because you get a third game on one of those days.
True.
But yeah, this weekend is I can't play golf because my golf course got shut down because of the fires.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sit around and watch football all day on Saturday, and I can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm all about it.
And then we got Lakers Clippers on Sunday.
Yeah, I actually have a good JJ Redick question for you coming up.
Cool.
I want to know from you exactly what he's talking about. In the meantime, let me tell you about my friend Jacob Imrani, and we'll spin the wheel of questions, by the way. You call Jacob, you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 sent you. The devastating wildfires that have engulfed Southern California can leave victims in shock. And you wonder, who do I call? How long is this going to take? Am I being taken advantage of? you really shouldn't try to handle this yourself. My friend Jacob Pirani is here to help. Fires can devastate your home, your business, obviously your peace of mind, turn your life upside down. When the flames die down, the fight for you and what you're owed begins. That's when you got to call Jacob. From smoke and burn damage to plumbing, electrical, structural repairs, calling Jacob can help you navigate your fire damage claim. And if your insurance company tries to deny or delay your payout, Jacob and his team are going to fight to get you the compensation that you deserve. Remember, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Make sure to tell them Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. 844-24-JACOB, or remember, calljacob.com. He's sending love to everybody who's dealing with this tragedy and wants to be part of helping you rebuild. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Whether you need a big stop late in the game.
Edwards downloaded DiVincenzo. Blocked by Davis again. Another block for Anthony Davis. Here's Reeves. Lay it up and in.
A 3-ball from downtown.
Davis for 3. Good! Anthony Davis!
Or a power slam in the paint.
LeBron down the middle. Alley-oop! AD for the dunk.
AD is doing it all this season.
We're going to empower him as much as he wants to be empowered. If he wants to be first team All-NBA and he wants to be in the MVP conversation all year long, we're going to empower him to do that.
You know, for me, I'm just trying to be aggressive and do what I have to do to help the team win. You know, Jay want me to be the hub, and, you know, but my job remains the same, to come out and be aggressive and let the team feed off of that.
LeBron's got it. Full head of steam. LeBron to AD. Slam dunk.
Catch every thrill from AD in the Lake Show this season, right here on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforminglax. That's flylax.com/transforminglax.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710, or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights, the Father's Rights Attorneys.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
I don't know where Luke is. Is he off today?
He might. Oh, there he is. He will never take a day off.
No, not with you here.
Yeah, that's okay. I've grown to love it. So this is interesting. This came up about 2 weeks ago. Wemby swept jerseys with the small child.
Victor Wembanyama, the biggest star in the NBA.
I cannot say Wembanyama.
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 No,
Okay.
do 3
Wemby.
syllables. Wembanyama, or do what you just did. Call him Wemby.
Or
Wemby.
call him Hector Banana Bread.
No, I like Wemby. Anyway, so Wemby swapped jerseys with a small child, and honestly, the picture was amazing. It was super epic. But here's the thing. It was announced that the jersey is now up for auction. So I want to know your thoughts about this, especially because it seemed like he gave it with such pure joy, and now it's like, I'm going to get some money from that.
Okay, so this is a very interesting subject. This is why, like Michael, who'll be in here in a second, always criticizes players for not acknowledging fans. Like fans
Right.
that line up, you can walk over to them and say hello. You can sign a couple of autographs. And I've always been on Michael's side of this, that players can be nice to fans and it doesn't take that much effort. But when fans do this, when they take a jersey that Wemby gave to a little kid, and I'm assuming it's this kid's parents, put it up for auction and sell it for $10,000. I think that's what they're asking for it. It shows. Here's Mike walking.
He has thoughts.
It shows why players don't always run to go sign.
Sure.
If you're just in it for the money.
By the way, it goes along with, before you jump in here, Michael, our friend Brian Cranston stopped signing things because every time he signed something, it would wind up on eBay. So he's happy to do a selfie with anybody, but he's not signing stuff anymore.
A bunch of Scrooges.
All right, so you would have no problem if
I'm looking at Michael's autograph stuff on
Clay
eBay.
takes off his jersey, signs it, and hands it to a kid, and the next day it sends up on eBay for $10,000. You're okay with that?
I'm perfectly fine with if somebody can make some money off of my name and I could benefit them and that helps them out. What's the big deal? How does it hurt you?
Well, it's not.
Come on.
Look, it's just not the intent. The intent was to make this little kid happy. His parents take it and hawk it on eBay.
Are you not a capitalist?
I am a capitalist, but I am also a sentimental guy,
please.
and I think Wemby did that for that kid. Like, wouldn't to me?
I actually have a foot in each of your camps.
Thank you.
I think that Michael's point that the players in general could be nicer. Like I thought what LeBron did for that little girl
that
the
was
other
so
night
sweet.
was
Yeah.
fantastic.
That was really cool.
This, if you didn't see it, this little girl was so blown away that she had courtside seats to see LeBron that she started crying. And she was like looking at her dad going, "Look, he's right there, Dad. He's right there." Somebody told LeBron about it at halftime. And so after the game, LeBron ran right up to her, gave her his sweatbands and took a picture with her. And by the end of it, she's all kind of sassy and like, Look, I'm friends
she was
with
so
LeBron.
excited. Yeah.
Because these players forget that when they were that age, when LeBron was 10, just imagine he was probably looking up to, let's see, who was the star when LeBron was 10 in the league?
When LeBron was 10.
So that was
LeBron is in 1984, 1994, probably
That's
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Imagine a 10-year-old LeBron, Jordan acknowledges him. You'd never forget it. You
Right.
saw what Lamar Jackson did to one little kid after a game. Little kid was with his Jackson jersey on, like a 7 or 8-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid. Was begging Lamar, was just wanting Lamar to acknowledge him. Lamar turned around and threw him his beanie or hat. That kid was beaming so big. His mother gave him a hug. He was so excited. Just little things, little gestures like that.
What I don't like,
so much.
So we shouldn't care that this went right to the open market and they tried to monetize
If somebody could make money off of me because I signed something, go ahead, make some money, help yourself out. What's the big deal?
I think anybody can make any money with the. I'm looking.
If I sign something and you can make money off, I really don't care.
Michael Thompson, hand-signed, autographed Lakers jersey, number 43. What do you think? How much?
Ooh, $4,300.
I'll say $43.
$99. That's it. It was right between the two. Right between the two.
Michael doesn't care.
$99. Yeah. All right. We wanted to get Ramona in here early. Pepe's here. Michael's here. She has written a piece about Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat and where everything goes from here. Momo, what's going on?
How are you guys?
Good. All right. So Ramona, you at least have some answers to the questions everyone who follows the NBA is asking. Jimmy Butler is eligible to come off of suspension tonight. He could play against Denver if the Heat would let him. It doesn't sound like, after looking at your piece, that that's necessarily what's going to happen. What's the latest on Jimmy Butler in Miami? Do you think he ever plays another game for the Heat?
I do. Okay, listen.
I do
it's
too.
12:48 here in Los Angeles, all right?
Yep.
They have a walkthrough at 1 p.m. So in 12 minutes, they're supposedly doing something. Like, they have the first game after a road trip, they're going to do a walkthrough. They just shoot around. This is the first thing. So he's probably either already there or what. Yesterday, he met with Mickey Arison, he and his agent, and he kind of reiterated his stance. They told him they were going to look for a trade, and that's where things were left. And so we'll just see what happens. I think that's like, the emoji where you have the Michael Jackson eating the popcorn in Thriller?
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at right now.
So it sounds like he's going to be reinstated maybe as soon as today. But he's
not on the injury report.
They are going to seek a trade for him.
To Ramona's point, he's been on the injury report. It says, it tells you who's out, who's doubtful, and who's probable. He's been listed as out for each of the last 10 days.
Suspended insubordination.
Yeah. And today he's not on the report at all.
Right.
So that, to me, indicates that he might play. But, Momo, what's the trade market for him? I mean, the last I heard, he really wanted to go to Phoenix. Phoenix really wanted him, but Bradley Beal, Miami didn't want. So is that still like the leader in the clubhouse that he ends up in Phoenix?
I mean, it's complicated because Beal has a no-trade clause, so he gets to decide if he goes anywhere, right? And even though it's become uncomfortable for him there, he's not. They're bringing him off the bench now. Like, I don't know if anybody's like, hazing him or anything. Right? Nobody's trying to make him get traded, but it's not as fun for Beal there anymore. But the biggest issue is not just whether Bradley approves the trade, but whether he gets the trade clause comes with him, right? So he has the ability where that's what happened with Washington. He had a no.
Oh, that's
clause.
interesting.
So you can't turn around and flip him, yeah.
Right. So he has made it very clear that even if there were a trade that he was going to approve, no trade clause comes with him. He's never dropping that. And as long as he has it, he's holding on to it.
Hey, Ramona, let me ask you a question. If Jimmy Butler got his $150 million extension he wanted from the Heat, would he have just gladly signed it? And is this all just a temper tantrum because Pat Riley didn't extend him?
Yeah, probably. I mean, to be honest with you, Michael, I think it's how do people show respect in business? Through money and through contracts, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think they weren't willing to talk about that. And in the story, we go through this part where I remember last May when Pat did his press conference, and I don't know if you saw the quotes from Dwayne Wade in there, but Dwayne obviously is Team Pat, okay? And there was Pat basically did a press conference at the end of the year, and somebody brought up Jimmy's extension. He goes, well, we haven't even talked about that yet, but it's hard to commit that amount of money to a guy who doesn't play every night. We need somebody who's available every night, only plays 60% of the games, basically. And that's a very Pat Riley thing to say, right? And Dwayne Wade referenced that later when he talked about the situation. He says, we used to the iron fist, right? I don't know, is that what you guys called it too when Pat was your coach?
Steel fist.
Iron fist.
Steel.
What's that?
Steel fist. Steel is stronger than iron.
Yeah, you're right.
But ours heavier than feathers.
Pat Riley basically putting the boundary down, saying we are going to start holding you accountable. We're not just going to pay you for past performances. Thanks for the 2 finals in 5 years, but you need to play more. That was basically a line in the sand. And Jimmy took real offense to that because I guess he felt Pat should say that to his face before he said it publicly. And there was a wanting to let's have a meeting, let's make this right. You kind of If you ask Jimmy's side, it was never made right. If you ask the Heat, Pat certainly talked to him. And so what is that? We're kind of left with a he said, right?
Yeah.
But I think we're in a situation where, one, you don't want to pay him, so that's how you show respect in a lot of ways. And two, you say that publicly.
Yeah.
In the story, we get into him feeling like they're transitioning away from him as the best player to having Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo be the team. He doesn't want to be the third wheel on a team with the 2 young guys leading it.
Right. Hey, Mama, I've got a related question. What weighs more, a ton of feathers or a ton of steel?
They should weigh the same, right?
They should, but they don't.
They absolutely do.
Weigh the same.
Ramona, you're 100% right. Michael has a mental block about this particular issue. He doesn't understand weight metrics.
Yeah, but Ramona, what is more dense, steel
Ton
or
is a
feathers?
measurement of weight.
Ton is a measurement of weight.
Yeah, but feathers are lighter.
It's like saying a pound. It's like a pound of feathers or a pound of steel. It's the same. It's a pound.
Ramona, hi. Don't waste your time, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael's
I had a very high SAT score. I'm good at this.
Michael's brain is like a Swiss cheese, full of holes.
Full of holes. There you go.
All right, Momo, this is a really good article. Good for
Thanks,
you.
Momo.
Way to go.
I'm going to read part of it.
Part of it?
You know what? Read the part about how he skipped the Christmas parties and stayed at a mansion in Boulder during the finals. That's more your jam.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, Momo, thank you.
Bye, Momo. See you later.
Okay, bye, boys.
Bye. There's Ramona Shelburne. Yeah, I never read all of her articles. They're very long.
Unless you go to the bathroom.
Right, in the can.
So
occasionally I'll get through a whole article. Yeah, right. So, that'll be interesting to see. I can't imagine, who does Jimmy Butler fit with?
I have
there's
a
no
weird
obvious
feeling
fit.
they're not going to be able to trade him.
I don't think so either.
I heard Toronto might get in the mix to try to do a 3-team type of swap, so they'll figure out something.
Yeah. So, Pepe, potpourri of lies today?
You better be ready.
You're all Lakered out. I'm all Rammed out. I'm wearing all my Rams gear. Michael, you of course are wearing the same Bahamas sweatshirt you wear all the time.
It's the same brand, but different sweatshirts.
I'd like to think it's different.
All right, so
I got 5 of them.
Yeah, Sports Graffiti's coming up. 877-710-ESPN. That works out to 877-710-3776. And so all you people say, hey, I can never get through. I always try and call Sports Graffiti. We're going to open the phones right now. It's Friday. It's an effing Friday.
Let's go.
Get through. And I don't think you heard Laura, so I'll just say it to you.
Yeah.
You'll understand what this means. You have Red Cross.
Oh, thank you very much. I have Red Cross.
How did he hear me when I pushed
I
your
did
talk
hear
button?
you. I was about to do Red Cross. My God, I'm a professional radio broadcaster.
Yeah, some days.
Speaking of which, if you are able, please help people affected by the California wildfires here. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN. That's redcross.org/ESPN. Help the Red Cross respond and help people recover. Sports Graffiti's next, 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland. Pepe's here. Michael's here. 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. in Ireland. One of the iPhones that is shooting video in the studio is receiving a call.
Well, no, it's on the iCloud account.
Oh, is that the story?
Yeah.
I could never live without my phone for 3 hours.
You do know how the iCloud works, right, Kat?
Not really. Not exactly.
You don't know how the cloud works?
Not really.
I mean, it's basically a place where it saves your information that you'd prefer to save up there.
I know, but like my phone, for example, like my phone is backed up in the cloud, right? Now, if you said to me, hey, let me see your phone, I want to look through your pictures, I'd be like, no, I don't think so. I don't want you to have my phone in your possession looking through my pictures because you might find something in there I don't want you to see unless I wanted to show it to you specifically.
Right.
So is all that stuff in the cloud too?
Yes.
That's not good.
You got a dirty cloud?
I mean, I do have like a little dirty section on my phone.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap. On 710 ESPN.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, it's DeMarco. I know a thing or two about Super Bowls. I've been there, won that. If you want to experience the big game like a pro, Absolute Sport has you covered. From premium tickets to exclusive parties to first-class accommodations, their Super Bowl packages are the MVP of the fan experience. Don't sit on the sidelines. Be a part of the action. Go to us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport to lock in your spot. Absolute Sport, it's how champions watch the Super Bowl.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
McDonald's and its local Southern California owners and operators are teaming up to help those impacted by the LA fires.
The McRig, a full-size tractor-trailer with a nearly complete McDonald's kitchen and McDonald's snack trucks, will be stationed across the valley to provide warm meals to first responders, evacuees, and families affected by the fires. First responders, please visit the McDonald's McRig today through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Rose Bowl main parking lot.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
It is Mason in Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason in Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason in Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right. Oh, my God, Michael. All right, let's do it. Let's do some sports graffiti. We're getting ready for the divisional round playoffs in the NFL, including the Rams Sunday at high noon in Philly. Ireland, you do the honors. The lines are full.
If you've never done this before, we just pop you up in the air. You can say whatever you want. You got like 20 seconds, and we lead off today with Harold. Harold, you're on sports graffiti. Go, Harold.
Hey, I'm going to the game, the Iowa UCLA game tonight, John. I am so tired of watching Cronin and defense. I want to see a little more up-tempo, a little more entertaining. I want to know what you think. I get tired of the defense continually. Thanks, guys.
All right, so the Lakers wish they played
Too
more
much
defense.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, but no, again, I'll say it again, and Michael and I are lockstep on this. We need fewer rules, all right? The game needs to move.
Yep.
Ask yourself, this is a fun way to watch a game tonight. Ask yourself every time you hear a whistle, did he have to call that?
Right.
Chances are about half the time he didn't.
Yeah.
Here's Ken. Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, glad to have you guys back. So the Lakers, who were 19th in three-point shooting, got rid of Russell, and they brought in Finney Smith, and Milton.
Right.
But they're not playing. They're not getting minutes. I don't understand. Smith is supposed to be a defensive player, a rebounder, a three-point shooter, and he's getting the type of minutes somebody that's 11.
So Ken, wait a minute. Ken, you may
going on.
Yeah, Ken, you may not know this, but Finney Smith was out the other day. His girlfriend just had a baby. He's out again tonight for personal reasons. So that's why you won't see Finney Smith.
And you won't see Shake because Vincent's playing really well.
Yeah, and Gabe Vincent's been their best guy. I understand your point, though, that three-point shooting is a problem for the Lakers. They need to find people who can consistently make threes. Yeah. And since Vincent has been doing that, he's going to get more minutes. So but that's why you haven't seen Dorian Finney-Smith. He's out for personal reasons.
And Milton had a chance in the last game, and he didn't perform well.
Well, he didn't play much. I think he only played a few minutes. Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Nick, go.
Okay, I was sitting on hold, and I smoked a bunch of weed, and now I can't remember what I was going to say, but I want to wish everyone a good sports weekend, and good luck for everybody.
Okay, what are you smoking? Indica, sativa, what are you doing?
In the couch is not for me, man. I'm a brain guy. I'm going for sativa all day, every day.
All right.
It's funny, Nick, that you should call because
Have a blast.
The next caller is Chris Ward from the Green Cross, where we all go to get
it's a party line.
Said stuff. Hey, I thought you were supposed to be at a golf course.
Oh, man, I went today. I shot a 38 at the par 3. Did pretty damn good.
Nice 38. Man. Nice, man. What's on your mind? What's going on?
Well, man, I just want to make a big announcement. Well, first of all, thank you guys for coming back on the radio because I couldn't stand Sports Center every day. Thank you so much. But, hey, man, Green Cross just opened our new location in North Hollywood. It's called The Kindly up there in Ventura. We just opened up in North Hollywood, baby. Real quick, Michael Thompson, I know you can't understand what weighs more, a pound of this or a pound of that. You got to put it in Michael Thompson's wording.
Okay.
Mike, what weighs more, a pound of peanuts or a pound of Caymans?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would guess the Camus because it's more
You can't
dense.
choose. You can't choose. They weigh the same.
It was a trick
No,
question.
it was a
They
trick
weigh the
question.
same.
They weigh the same.
Bottles are heavier than peanuts.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
Chris, he's never going to get it.
No, he
He's
will
never
not
gonna
get this
it.
through his skull, no matter what.
Have a great
And
weekend,
he ain't gonna
Chris.
never get no pot from the Green Cross.
That's right.
The damn Dallas Mavericks.
There you go.
Here's CJ. Hey, CJ, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Yes, sir. Baltimore Ravens fan, lifelong, my whole life. This is the year we do it. I'm 1,000% confident. We should have won it last year, but in the AFC Championship game, we went away from the run. I don't know why, but we're here now. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson wins his Super Bowl this year, and then the conversation starts about him being one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Okay, that's
That's
interesting because Michael, CJ, Michael, you are Lamar's biggest fan, but you've given up on him going to the Super Bowl. Don't you think he's got a good chance this year?
He had a great chance last year.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone.
Saturday they play Saturday, right?
No, Sunday night.
Sunday night game.
Head to head with our game.
That's going to be tough. Now, but the caller's right. If they employ Derrick Henry and they just keep that, they ran it 50-something times the other day last week against the Steelers. They could do that against Buffalo and keep Josh Allen off the field. They'll see Kansas City the following.
The other thing I noticed in that last playoff game was there were a lot of designed runs for Lamar, and I think that's actually a really effective way to attack too.
Use his legs.
Yep.
That's the way it works.
Like ZZ Top says, he's got legs.
He's got legs,
and he knows how to use them.
Here's Travis. Hey, Travis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Happy Friday, everybody. And I'm glad the last caller called about the Ravens because that's where I want to go with Michael Thompson in the house. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I've liked Lamar ever since his rookie year, when the whole Joe Flacco controversy. Anyway, so if he again loses in the divisional round, how strong is that conversation going to go, Michael, especially with how dominant he's been this year? And if it weren't for Patrick Mahomes, would we be kind of comparing him to Jordan as far as, super dominant, keeps getting eliminated early, but man, wait till this guy figures out he's going to be scary?
You are exactly right. If he loses again on Sunday, even if he plays well, he is going to be ripped over the coals. He can't win in the playoffs. He's just a regular season guy. But basically, that's what Peyton Manning was for several years.
But to his point, though, remember, Michael, Jordan didn't win a title till he was 28.
Right. 28, yeah.
I mean, is Lamar 28 yet?
But Jordan,
probably.
Jordan had Bird in front of him back in those days.
But the other thing I'll say
that
is
was his point. This guy has Mahomes in front.
Right. Exactly. In other words, it's like Jordan and guys like Karl Malone never got there because Michael Jordan's era. That this is the Patrick Mahomes era.
That's right.
He's basically blocking people from their Super Bowl.
But he has to win.
Yeah, he's got to win.
Bottom line, he has to win.
Get this orangutan.
Go
Lamar!
Off his back. I'm all in on Lamar.
I think he's going to win.
He had a brilliant season,
but he did last year.
And I hope he pays it off.
Here's Anthony. Hey, Anthony, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, we're all calling in with our silly ideas to fix the NBA. So I just want to throw mine out there. I don't think you've heard this one before. What I would do is I would make dunks also worth 3 points. So, we kind of incentivize action at the rim. You don't have to change the three-point shot, but you can still devalue it by just making dunks worth more.
The three-point
dunk. I've never heard this. Michael, make dunks worth 3 points. What do you think?
It's intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Cool, but
I don't love it.
Not at all, man.
I think it sounds intriguing. Can you imagine?
Everybody's going to try to do that.
But then
everything is going to change.
Yeah, can you imagine how many great dunks we'd see?
We'd see unbelievable dunks.
Attacking the basket.
Yeah, which is exactly what we don't have. We don't have attacking the basket right now.
He would keep taking the ball to the basket until they knocked him out.
It's a cool idea, but if we just get rid of call reviews and less free throws, put it up to 10 penalties before you shoot free throws, the game will flow much better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here's Dominic. Hey, Dominic, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
All right, I just wanted to follow up with another suggestion for the NBA.
Okay.
Listen to me on this one.
Okay.
So this is going to sound a little bit like hockey. So currently, whenever a fifth team foul is committed, the other team is rewarded free throws, right?
Right.
So instead of rewarding them with reward the team with a 14-second power play possession. And for those 14 seconds, the player that committed the foul has to stay on the other side of the court while a 5-on-4 possession is played out. Now, with the added caveat to this, you can only score 2 points during a power play. So if that team wants, they can shoot a 3, but it'll only count as 2.
And
So
after
I'm
that,
saying this because
hey, Dominic, after the 14 seconds, can the guy just run onto the court? Can he change on the fly?
I'd say after the shot attempt, that fifth player that's left out, they can go back into the play.
I got to tell you, I don't hate this.
I mean, it would be fun.
I like that.
It would be fun.
I like that.
It adds excitement. I think it encourages layups, and then it encourages plays around the basket, and just keeps the game moving rather than free throws.
It's a fun idea.
It's better than what we do now.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You know what I want to do? We've had so many conversations about fixing the NBA. Yeah. We have started to bring some guests onto this show, thanks to Laura. We should ask for Adam Silver.
We should.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask for Adam Silver? We would love to talk to him.
All these ideas.
We'll give him all the ideas. We'll line him up, and he can knock them down.
I bet you if we put in a request now and we say we just want to talk to him before the end of the season, that we'll get him.
Yeah, Laura, Adam Silver, we're going to put in a request.
You know what else, guys? You know what else would speed the game up, which I've always proposed and thought about? You know when teams turn the ball over, right?
Yeah.
The referee has to get the ball, Ireland, hold the ball, take it out of bounds.
Yeah.
How about if you turn the ball over, the opposing team could grab the ball, go out of bounds, and get it in right away? So that means if you turn the ball, you got to get
you'd
back.
have a lot of my ball.
Basically, that's like street ball.
Street ball, exactly.
Yeah.
You turn the ball over or something like that.
You're in charge of it. Get the ball,
and go.
rebounds,
The referee doesn't have
inbounds.
to hold it.
In general, again, to kind of summarize Michael and my position on all these changes, anything that unnecessarily stops the game is bad. We don't want to stop the game. We don't want to see more free throws. We don't want to see illegal defense. We don't want to see goaltending.
How much fun was that game the other night? How fast it was.
Yeah, Pepe, did you notice how fast that game was the other night?
Yeah,
2 hours and 5 minutes?
I like it.
That game flowed.
I like it, but another thing that they should do, and they never did it, and they said they were going to do it, was when they go to the free throw line, the seconds that you're supposed to take.
10 seconds.
Because remember, Malone was bouncing.
Giannis does it
and
now.
then every time the guy goes, and then everybody goes and
Go high five.
Yeah. They should cancel that.
Or how about this? Michael, this was something that they tried in your day and went away from it, but what if it was 1-1? You miss the first free throw and it's live.
And
That's it.
I like that too. Everything's a 1-on-1.
That's no good for the Lakers.
Right, because they miss a lot of free throws.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is, again, it adds action.
Yes. Yep.
It adds movement. I think
Exactly.
that's the way we've got to do it. Here's Debbie. Hey, Debbie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Debbie.
Don't be a downer.
I just want to tell you guys I love your show. And what's up with the UCLA women's basketball? 17-0, number one in the nation.
Did you? Yeah. What about them?
I mean, you guys never talk about it.
No, we did a whole segment on them earlier today. You got to go back and listen.
Okay, wait. I think Laura misspelled
I don't
your
think
name.
this is
And,
Debbie.
Debbie, how do you?
No, it's Debbie.
How do you spell it?
Debbie.
Are you? Is that your
It's
full
Debbie.
name?
That's my name. Yeah.
You're a
and
guy-
I want to thank Michael. I want to thank Michael for signing my picture from the forum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
How much did you get for it on
Man, did you
eBay?
sell it?
I did. It's in my. No, I ain't selling that. I'm a Laker fan.
All right.
Okay.
For you.
Got a tattoo
So wait a
on my
minute,
arm.
Debbie. I'm interested in your first name. Is that your actual name, or is it? Do you have a
Yeah.
do you have a longer name and Debbie is a nickname?
No. My name is. It's actually Deborah.
You're a guy named
I go by
Deborah.
Debbie. No, I'm not a guy. I'm a girl.
Oh, okay. Got
You
it.
just have a deep voice.
Yeah.
I took a picture with you, John, when Kobe passed away. I took a picture with you down there when we were signing the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Okay, well, thanks, Debbie. Thanks for
Debbie.
calling.
Appreciate it.
Did that sound at all like
I thought
a
it
woman?
sounded. I thought it was a guy.
Sounds
but
like Carol
no.
Channing to me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh God, Michael, look what I found.
That was a Seinfeld episode once. A guy talked with such a high voice that they thought it was a girl.
I know sometimes that can happen.
This is Dan.
Hey, Ireland, I found on eBay, since we were talking about it,
Right.
a Panini Michael Thompson autographed card.
Okay.
It looks beautiful.
much?
It's a young Michael.
Ooh, good looking.
How much do you think?
$50.
$1.50.
$1.50.
What do you think, Michael?
Well, for the looks alone, $250.
You all went over. It's 99 cents.
What? No way.
Remember, remember I broke.
Pepe was pretty close.
You were the closest.
No, remember I
Did
broke
he say
your car and you signed it?
$1.50?
I have
Hey,
his car.
You were only 50 cents off.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
51 cents.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. Hey, before we get to break, and I got a question for you guys about J.J. Redick and something he said this week, which I find interesting. we are doing a live show on Wednesday at Ralph's in Redondo Beach. We want you to get out there with us with BBGO. We're supporting the LA Regional Food Bank's relief efforts for victims of the wildfires. Here's the deal. Be there at noon. This is next Wednesday, gigantic Ralph's in Redondo Beach. Robert Ory is going to be there. Sasha Vujicic is going to be there. And then we are collecting items with the LA Regional Food Bank, including non-perishable food items like juice boxes and raisins and cereal and all that kind of stuff, plus non-food items, stuff like waterless shampoo, phone chargers, socks, mittens, hand warmers. Bring that stuff out there next Wednesday, and we intend to put on the best show of 2025.
Yeah, and
it's early in the year, but it's going to be our best show so far.
And you can meet Robert Ory, you can meet Sasha Vujicic,
exactly.
And it's the day before the Lakers-Celtics game.
And we are giving away a Michael Thompson Panini card.
You better buy it now.
Yeah, I better. It's gonna go fast. They're going fast. 99 cents. We'll give away one of those too. All right. The question about J.J. Redick next. Mason and Ireland 7th on ESPN.
All right. If you're living in Southern California now, I don't need to tell you it's never been more important than to have a reliable car. And right now, your Southern California Toyota dealers know that, and they're dealing. You can choose from an amazing selection of Toyotas, like the 25 Land Cruiser, the 25 GR Corolla, or the limited 25th edition 25 Highlander Hybrid. Great deals happening right now. All you got to do is see your Southern California Toyota dealers or visit Toyota.com. Toyota, we make it easy.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr. Monday morning at 9 a.m. after Greenie.
No, I got to get...
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Vicious allegations about me being cheap, I would aggressively
Why did you stop
disagree.
when he said he wanted a hat too? Why did you stop?
Well, he's cheap.
Okay.
He squeezes the quarter until the Eagles squeeze.
I got you. Okay.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. It's Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano at Los Angeles International Airport. Changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX Economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Hey, it's Mace. As LA deals with tragedy, our friend Jacob Imrani has a special message for you.
Wildfires can leave lasting scars on our families, our homes, our communities, and our peace of mind. Navigating the recovery process is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Jacob Imrani, and my team and I are here to help ensure you're treated fairly and get the resources you need. Call us for a free consultation and let us help you rebuild with confidence.
Call Jacob. It is playoff time, and it is now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You know, we have over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. All you got to do is pick 2 or more players across any sport, pick more or less on their projection, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CAPPY on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
This is a story of the one.
As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here. Say goodbye to bulky, clunky shavers that clutter your bathroom. Not only do you get an incredible shave, Panasonic's Palm Razor has a sleek, elegant design that adds a touch of sophistication to your bathroom. It also conveniently charges with a USB cord. Visit shop.panasonic.com/sports to shop for the Palm Razor. Use promo code HARRY for 10% off exclusively for ESPN radio listeners. That's shop.panasonic.com/sports, promo code HARRY.
And it is Mason in Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Derrick Henry, the leading rusher in the NFL. That's the name you can't think of.
For a second, yeah. Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, guys. So J.J. Redick this week has said that the Lakers intend to go to more two big lineups. Now, as I look at the depth chart, you got Christian Coloco, you got Jackson Hayes, and then you've got the signing of Trey Jameson to a two-way contract. When he says we're going to more two big lineups, who is he talking about?
I think tonight you'll see Jackson Hayes and Anthony Davis out there together. I doubt, Michael, they throw Trey Jameson into the fire in his first game.
We saw it in against Miami, remember?
Right, and JJ said he liked it, so I think he's going to go to more.
Coloco has only been on the floor, I think they said 20 minutes overlapping with
Coloco's so
AD.
skinny, he tends to get pushed around. Not that Jackson
Hayes is also skinny.
Michael, did they ever play you and Kareem at the same time?
Oh, yeah, a lot of times.
So is it difficult for, he's Kareem, so you had to kind of get out of the way, right?
Yeah, but I was a forward. I didn't care. I played forward and center. And plus, it's a lot easier now to play
So
center
what do you
now.
think about playing Jackson Hayes and AD together?
It's fine. AD likes to play the four so-called power position anyway, and Hayes is out there to be a hustle player, so they could
Yeah, I know you don't want to do anything, but a quality big would make sense right now.
Look good.
Okay, where's this quality big? Where are you going to find them, Mason?
Oh,
Are they at Target?
No.
Are they at Walmart?
No, there's a handful of guys.
There's one at the Wizards. There's one at Utah.
Okay, you're talking about quality. So Yusuf Nurkic doesn't do anything for you.
What's he doing for Phoenix? They got him on the bench.
I know, but he gets 20 rebounds when he plays.
Once every year?
Okay.
Ooh.
Jonas Valanciunas,
I
you
can
don't
do that
like?
at my age.
You mean you're still negative as the last time?
Wait, well, Michael, I'll give you more names. Jonas Valanciunas, you don't like?
To do what?
Walker Kessler, do you like?
No, too slow.
Kessler?
What about your guy, DeAndre Ayton?
Too expensive. The Lakers can't afford him. He makes $35 million. You just can't throw these numbers out. People out there expect to just absorb them.
No, you would have to send something
You
to
have
them.
to give them something.
Here, I'm the Blazers. Send me Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect.
That's who they'll ask for.
Exactly.
But
Not
they
gonna
won't.
ask for
They,
Jared
won't-
Vanderbilt.
They won't get it.
They won't do it. Hey,
Well,
what about?
how are you going to get Ayton then?
What about Robert Williams? That do anything for you?
I like it, but he's
He gets
always
hurt so many. He's
hurt.
so
He
much of the
hasn't
time
played
hurt.
4 years almost.
He is hurt a lot.
He's hurt again.
Boy, I'd love. They won't give him to us, but he wouldn't be expensive. And Michael, how great would it be if we could get our hands on Steven Adams?
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah,
big rugged.
He
tough
only
guy like him.
he only plays 8 to 10 minutes a game for Houston,
But they're good.
and he gets 4 offensive rebounds in those 8
Yeah.
minutes.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
So interesting. The Rams are in Philly on Sunday, and the game is going to be at 12 o'clock noon, high noon in Philly. Rams on the road as underdogs. Jared Verse came out this week. He's from Pennsylvania, so he went to Bloomberg High School in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And he says, he comes out and says, I hate the Eagles. The Eagles make me sick. The Eagles, I play with fire when I see the Eagles. And you said Saquon Barkley has come out and responded to this.
Yeah, he said, not the smartest thing to say when you know you're coming to Philadelphia. I'm sure they'll fire it up. I don't think Jared Verse cares.
I don't think so either.
And why should the Eagles care? Is
Yeah.
that going to make them want to win more? Ooh, Jared Verse said something about us. Let's really go win now.
Well,
I don't get that.
The fans in Philly are
Oh,
hostile.
they'll have fun.
Yeah.
They'll have fun with it.
I think he's talking about the fans.
I think so. He says probably not the smartest thing to say. It was always going to be loud. It's going to be rocking, says Saquon Barkley. If you're going to talk crap, you know what you're going to get. Did you see that fan in Philly going after that woman
Yes,
who
I'm
was a
glad you
Green
brought
Bay
this up.
fan?
I'm glad you brought this up. Okay, so here's the situation.
You watched the video of what he did, yeah.
I did. A Green Bay fan is in Philadelphia, a guy and his wife, and a Eagles fan comes up behind her, and she's cheering for the Packers. And he comes up behind her, and he said, "Shut up, you stupid C word.
You're ugly."
Yeah, I called her an ugly C word.
Ugly C word.
The word that no one likes to use. And the husband stood up. He goes, "Hey, man, we're just here rooting for our team. Take it easy. We're not looking to fight here." Well, then tell your stupid C word wife to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
So the Eagles saw the video and have banned him from ever coming back to the stadium. But Pepe, here's the one I want to ask you about. They found out, people saw this video and found out where this guy works and sent it to his boss. And his boss fired him. Said that this is not how our company treats people. This is not how we want people representing us. This guy is immediately fired. So I gotta stay consistent here. The one thing I hate more than anything is cancel culture. People being thrown away or canceled because of one mistake that they make. Did that guy deserve to lose his job?
Where does he work?
He works at a place called BCT Partners. He is a consultant.
He doesn't deserve to lose his job, but not going to the games? That's right.
Michael, what do you think? Did that guy deserve to lose his job?
Definitely.
Yep.
I would not want anybody like that working for me.
Nice. What do you think?
Absolutely the same. You talk about cancel culture, but your behavior does have ramifications. If you're going to send this guy, Ryan Caldwell, a business analyst, to one of your clients, and that
tape is out there.
Yeah. How can you do that in good conscience?
Yeah, you got a point right there. It is true.
Yeah, I find it very hard sometimes to stick to my position of don't cancel people because this guy's just the worst.
He crossed the line. Come on.
But I wonder if it's punishment enough to just be banned from going to Eagles games.
Yeah, kick him out of the
stadium.
stadium.
But if you were his boss,
we would. By the way, if we did this on
my
tape,
God.
any of the four of us,
we'd be gone yesterday.
We're fired in 5 minutes.
But if you were the boss of this company, this consultancy, would you have fired this guy?
Yes, he has no class.
What I would have probably tried to do, but I would have leaned on other people I work with, and they probably would have been able to talk me out of it. What I would have tried to do,
like that representing
well,
you?
what I would try to do is say, I don't believe in canceling people. This guy is suspended without pay for 3 months.
Yeah, no, I believe in firing people when they're bad people.
And maybe demote
no,
him
man.
from whatever he does.
You want some guy? You want that guy in your house? You want a guy like that in your company? No.
But you make one mistake, and
Pepe,
I think
this is who that guy is.
Yes,
this is who he is. He is the guy that gets in a lady's face and calls her a C word.
You guys have been to Boston. You've been to Detroit. You've been to Philly, and how do the fans treat you?
I don't care if they cuss me out. They say you're a bum.
No, I don't care. By the way, I don't care about effing this and effing that. He's using the C word, which is inexcusable.
What I'm saying is, how do they treat you? When I went to Detroit, when the Lakers lost in 2004, I have to hide my ID.
That's okay.
No, because they were calling me really bad names.
Well, but Pepe, do the people that were calling you bad names? I agree they deserve to get kicked out of the game. Do they deserve to lose their jobs?
No, I don't agree on that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just can't. I can't have that as a representative of my company.
I actually have a really difficult time defending my own position here. I see what Mason and Michael are saying.
Would you have a racist in your company?
Well, I think a lot of people have racism in their company,
but
they don't know.
Outwardly expressing racism.
Would you have a?
I don't think you can. But this wasn't that. This was insulting a woman.
This is misogyny. What's the difference?
Right. Well, the difference is that
anti-woman.
He didn't break any laws.
No, but neither calling me the N-word is not breaking a law.
Is yelling obscenities breaking a law?
No.
They throw you out.
It's freedom of speech, but there's consequences to it.
What about on private property?
Oh, they can kick you out for sure. And I guess that is private property, right?
The Eagles stadium would be private property.
I'm going to give you an example, and I talked to you about this. Mm-hmm. The band Linear Skinner, I don't listen to them. I went to one concert. I don't listen to them. Why? Why did I tell you?
Because they used to fly the Confederate flag.
They have the Confederate flag.
Not anymore.
Do they not anymore?
They do.
Yeah,
They
a lot of those people got rid of that stuff.
they got
Pepe.
rid of
Like
that.
The
don't
big
do it
one.
anymore.
Lady Antebellum changed their name.
Yeah,
to
they're Lady A.
Pepe, I like
the
Leonard
Dixie
Skinner.
Chicks are now just
the big
Chicks.
one. But when he comes and
No, he
gets
has
the
the American-
microphone,
no.
he
doesn't.
has a handkerchief
Yes,
with a Confederate
No, he doesn't.
flag.
It's an American
He
flag.
does.
I've seen
no,
it.
I was
give me
there,
that.
man. I left the concert.
That's
I
20
left
years
the
ago.
concert. No, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Down with Skinnerd.
I would not walk around using the C word. I would not walk
No.
around using
Good
the N word,
God.
and because
Come on,
then you
Harlan.
have to deal with the
Yeah.
consequences.
Yep.
I hate canceling people. Just hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but there's consequences.
But
You
when
can-
you're an a-hole, you deserve to
Yeah,
lose your job.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Come on, Harlan. You want a guy like that representing you and your company.
But a lot of it depends on too what you do for a job.
Sure, he's a consultant. He's coming into your business and telling you what can be better and what can be...
So, Michael, based on your line of work, when Kobe, who was fined $250,000 for using the other F word, the gay slur, at an official, you would have just cut him.
No. He apologized for that, and he realized he
So
was
why
wrong.
can't this guy apologize and say he was wrong?
No, because this guy was really attacking this woman. Kobe was mad. He said that F word to the referee, and he knew he was wrong for saying it.
Right,
but this guy...
Wait,
this
I
guy
can't
went
say
up
that
right.
about this guy?
No, you watched the video. Come
Yeah.
on, that was ridiculous.
I agree with you.
And I like the
But
restraint.
I'm just saying, you have one set of rules for Kobe and another set of rules for this guy.
No, this guy, no, it's
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, he's basically, you're using an expletive to describe another person, and you're trying to insult
That is
them.
wrong.
Well,
but,
by the way, it was also... I mean, I know it wasn't that long ago, but it was a different time.
When
So,
Kobe
guys-
did it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
Well,
a different time.
It was before all the Me Too and the DEI.
It was
and,
it was
yeah.
pre-gay marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
it was it
Yeah,
was
fair
long
enough.
before all that.
Yeah, no, but also, Dire Straits, they don't sing the song MTV. They have to change the words.
Yeah, a lot of people have had to change words of songs.
So the guy works for DEI as a DEI consultant.
Yeah, that's probably not going to fly.
My goodness. That's definitely not going to fly. All right. Hey, I love sleeper picks. It is the better way to play daily fantasy. All you got to do is pick at least 2 players, projected stats. You put together a parlay, maybe a little NBA, some NFL playoffs. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. Like, here's what I'm rolling with. I don't know if you got anything there, Brian, but here's what I'm rolling with for the Rams game on Sunday. Give me Jalen Hurts less than 204.5 passing yards. Puka, more than 89.5 receiving yards. Matthew Stafford, more than 1.5 touchdowns. And Josh Carty, more than 1.5 field goals. That's what I'm rolling with, and that will pay me 6 times my money. You can be playing along, too. It makes every game more fun. And right now, Sleeper has got a special offer. Download the Sleeper app. Use code 710. Get $55 in free entries when you play $5. Again, use code 710 when you download the Sleeper app. You get $55 in free entries when you play just $5. You got to be 18. Promo code location. Other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Still throwing it down.
Backdoor cut to LeBron and a...
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Silmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
I want to thank them. Without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. Little help like you guys asked for. I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath and I'm from Silmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte.
Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
Somehow, I still haven't convinced you. Just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Call today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256 and online at avnergat.com.
McDonald's and its local Southern California owners and operators are teaming up to help those impacted by the LA fires. The McRig, a full-size tractor trailer with a nearly complete McDonald's kitchen and McDonald's snack trucks, will be stationed across the valley to provide warm meals to first responders, evacuees, and families affected by the fires. First responders, please visit the McDonald's McRig today through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Rose Bowl main parking lot.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Let's roll. It's NFL playoffs divisional weekend, divisional round. Pepe, we are going to do picks a little bit later on the show. We're going to call him Pepe's Big Five Picks because he has been so effective.
What is his current record?
Officially, Pepe is 3-12. 3-12.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a minute. How are you getting better? You're 3-12.
The first time I was.
Where is the improvement?
The first time I was 0-5.
Yeah, that's true. He had nowhere to go but up.
Last time you were 1-4. So no, you're right. You are improving. So bet against Pepe.
UCLA is playing really, really good. Give me Iowa.
Oh yeah. Pepe.
Detroit.
Pepe.
Commanders. Or La-di-da.
Pepe.
Tennessee won last week, so I'll take Tennessee. Whoopie-doo.
And Pepe.
This season I've been to 2 Rams games, and they both won. But this time, I'm also going to take the Rams. Google Gaga.
There you have it. That was the big 0-for-5 week. You know what's weird, guys? Bill Belichick has yet to sign his contract with North Carolina.
Not only that, I can piggyback on that. They also gave him $10 million to hire a staff, and he hasn't hired people.
Yeah.
Micah, do you think he's waiting to see if one of these NFL jobs open up?
Of course. He's hoping the Cowboys or somebody that comes calling, or the Raiders.
And he's just going to leave UNC hanging?
Sure.
Even after he did sign a deal memo. I don't know if that is worth anything, but it is weird that he's hiring guys, he's recruiting guys, and he has not signed his contract. He's got a proposal of a contract, terms and conditions signed, but nothing beyond that. I think it's very weird that he hasn't signed a contract.
His word.
Pepe, I'll tell you a story.
Coaches and their word.
So Mason and I did radio years and years ago down in San Diego, and when they wanted to put us back together in L.A., I called Mason and I said, do you have a contract down there? And he said, I do, but I haven't signed it. And that's how we put the show back together.
Yep.
He had a contract, but he hadn't signed it. And he said, until I do, this deal is not done. It's Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yep.
Sign on the line that is dotted.
A, B, C, A, always B, B, C, closing, always be closing.
Until Belichick either signs that deal or starts hiring people and spending that $10 million, I think he's fair game. I think NFL teams are going to call him. I don't know if they'll offer him a job, but I think they're going to talk to him.
No shaking hands or anything, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
What is
with
it?
coaches, that really doesn't
work.
work.
What is it in Jerry Maguire where Bo Bridges shakes hands with Tom Cruise and he says, he goes, I don't sign things, but what you have is my word, and it's strong as oak.
Yes.
Next thing he signs with Bob Sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is the favorite to win the NBA title?
Right now?
Right now, if you go to Vegas and you want to make a bet, who is the favorite to win the NBA
I
championship?
know Cleveland and Oklahoma City have been hands down the two best teams in the league, but I still think it's Boston.
In Vegas, it is OKC at 9-4.
Okay.
Boston is next at 5-2, and Cleveland is next at 6-1.
I was shocked that OKC, not that they won last night, but that they blew out Cleveland by more than 20 points.
It really screwed up my sleeper bet.
Michael and I have done 2 Cleveland games this year. Can you believe that team lost by 20 points?
I know it will happen. Like, geez, yeah.
And they lost against Indiana last week.
Yeah, but not by 20.
No, by 20, but they lost.
Mace, you're kind of a casual NBA fan.
Yeah.
You're not like a
I'm not in the league.
You're not hardcore. Like
I'm not in the league.
He's in second place in his
I
fantasy league.
I am really killing
How
in
bad
fantasy.
would it be for the league if it's a Cleveland-Oklahoma final?
It would not be good. You're losing. I mean, seriously, those are two small, mid-sized to small markets. It would be bad news for the league.
so.
It would be a great series.
Oh, yeah.
But
the 4 of us would watch
it
it.
would
the
be
ratings
fantastic.
would probably be an all-time
But
low.
the ratings would absolutely be abysmal.
It is what it is.
Okay, I do think, though, let me make a prediction here, and this is barring injury, of course. Jokic has won 3 of the last 4 MVPs, and statistically, he's having a better year this year than he did last year.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got no chance.
I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to win MVP
Easily.
this year.
Probably be unanimous.
If they have the best record in the league,
it makes
and he's
perfect
leading
sense.
the league in scoring, and he's leading the league in steals, you gotta pick him, don't you?
he deserves it.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you said about Jokic. Jokic is almost his average is almost a triple-double.
Yeah,
right. Well, statistically, Pepe, you're going to be able to make the argument that you can make the argument he should have won the year they gave it to Embiid.
Oh, yeah, he should have won it. But
so that would be 4 in a row for Jokic.
Yeah, but they'll give it to Shea this year if this keeps up.
Yeah, because Oklahoma City is just so. And by the way, guys, think back to this: when the Clippers traded for Paul George from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Okay, they got Shea, and they gave OKC 6 picks.
I know.
I mean, are you kidding? That's going to turn out to be one of the most lopsided trades in NBA history.
You thank Kawhi for that because Kawhi insisted they get Paul. Otherwise, he wasn't going to sign with the Clips.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Every time that the Lakers play Oklahoma City, and I see Shea, I always said on the air, and the Clippers had Shea.
Well, look, Kawhi Leonard made him trade him because he was going to sign with the Clips, but he had to bring Paul George in.
Shea is Shea.
Yeah, but they didn't know that. If Kawhi didn't know Shea was going to be this good.
By the way, here's how heavy a favorite Shea is. He is minus 350. The next best, Jokic at plus 275. Nobody else on the board is better than 50-1.
Yeah,
it's between those two.
Yeah.
So, guys, I actually sold OKC short. I just looked up the trade. The Clippers sent Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, 5 first-round picks, and 4 first-round pick swaps. So 9 picks in exchange for Paul George, and he's not even there anymore.
The point is not whether they traded or not. It's what they gave for this guy.
Right. Yeah, it's just I understood it because they, like Michael said, they were getting Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
I wonder who those picks turned into over the last couple of years.
Well, some of them haven't even happened yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought, wasn't one of them Jalen Williams from Santa Clara?
Probably.
I think it was.
Yeah. But I mean, some of them they have picks coming up they haven't made yet. Oklahoma City controls the next 5 drafts.
The one thing about it is having a lot of picks doesn't guarantee it, but the more picks you have, the more likely you are to hit.
Right.
Of course.
So I think Sam Presti's playing a different
Michael,
game
you're right.
now.
They used one of the picks to take Jalen Williams in the 22 draft.
So Paul George for Shea and
They
Jalen.
used another one to get Trey Mann, who they've traded for Gordon Hayward, and they've got a bunch more coming up.
Yeah.
So that may go down as one of the worst trades in NBA history.
Well, the worst trade in NBA history. You know what that is, don't you, Mace?
Yeah, I know.
What is it?
It's the one that got The guy from Portland?
No, not even close.
Wrap up your thought real quick because we got
Bill
Steve
Russell.
Avila.
Then the St. Louis Hawks had Bill
That's
Russell.
right.
They traded
Oh,
him to the Celtics.
Got it. Joining us right now, offensive lineman from the Los Angeles Rams, coming off a huge win against Minnesota on Monday, headed to Philly on Sunday. What is going on, Steve Avila? Welcome to the show.
What's up? How you doing?
We're doing great, man. Not as good as you guys. You guys are humming. First, before we ask you about Philly, let's talk about Minnesota. Steve, you play offensive line, and so you go up against your defensive line in practice. But your defensive line had 9 sacks. 9.
Yeah.
I mean, that had to surprise even you, didn't it?
It did 9, but like I knew they had it in them to get that many. I'll say that.
I wonder, that was such an emotional night Monday, and I love the fact that that Rachel, I think her name is Rachel Patton, came out and sang "Fight Song," and everybody was wearing the FDLA shirts. Did you guys feel like you were playing for something more on Monday?
I mean, for sure, man. I mean, here at the practice facility, man, like it was actually insane. You had a clear view of like a lot of the fires, man, and we actually were in one of the practices, and we actually saw one of the fires go off, and immediately, man, everybody was just so shook. So, when we got the news that we were heading to Arizona, because of everything, it starts to mean a lot more to you, especially getting on that plane to head over there and seeing, what you're leaving. And, we're getting constant updates on what was happening, so it definitely meant a lot more to us, playing this game and, doing it for the city.
Steve, when you look at your season, you guys lost to the Eagles, and then right after that, you guys found a groove. The last 5 or 6 games you guys played, I'm going to throw out the Seattle game because a lot of starters didn't play. But in all the games other than Seattle, you guys have been a different team. Why? What changed after that Philadelphia loss?
Man, there's a lot. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the story, but McVay, came up to us in the team meeting, and he had the number 39, on the board, and basically he was implying, that's how many days we have left guaranteed, to play ball. And he asked, what are you going to do, every single day, because this is what you have that's guaranteed. And, I took that to heart, because, there are some days, that waking up is harder than others, but at the end of the day, you got to come to work and give it your all. So I feel like we definitely set ourselves up to be in the position that we are. I feel like we're a way better football team than we were then. So I'm really excited for this game.
This year, the offensive line juggled a little bit, but you guys found a groove and got very consistent. And one of the reasons why is rookie Bo Limmer, who lines up right next to you. What is the story with him? How valuable has he been this year for the Rams?
Man, he's been a huge asset to us, man. When he first got here, I tried to do my part, into showing him, how things go around here. As a lot of people did for me last year. And it was cool to just see how he developed, throughout the year. And, I know how, it can feel, to be on there and have so much expectations, as a rookie. So I knew exactly, a lot of the stuff he was thinking. But, when he got into his groove, he got into his groove. And, I feel like the Rams did a good job with, drafting him because he's also a great person. But, he knows, what he needs to do, to get the job done. And it's actually pretty cool playing next to him.
Steve, you've played almost every position on the line. At one point, they moved you to center. Then they moved you to guard. You played a little right tackle. Is there a difference between all those positions? Or once you've played them all, can you adjust on the fly pretty easily?
Yeah, I feel like so I did play tackle in college. I feel like the transition from tackle to guard is a lot smoother than it is from guard to center. Just when you're at center, you really have to have a clear understanding, of the offense. I spent some time there, and when I made my transition back to guard, it really opened up my eyes, and I saw things really differently, just from a center's, viewpoint, playing guard. So that was pretty cool and something to experience. So when you have everybody that's on the same page, that's when an offensive line can strive.
So Jared Verse came out this week and said he hates Eagles fans. It is a tough place to play. How do you feel about going into Philly?
Yeah, man. These road games, we've had a lot of road games this season, obviously, and we've played in a lot of tough environments. But, this is, these are one of the games, that you wish for, because we're the only ones that are with each other. There's no one else in that arena but us. And when you look to your left and right, you see Rams, people are part of the Rams. So that definitely boosts, my, want to do things. I want to do things for the person next to me because everybody in that arena hates us. So, it's only us.
Yep.
We always say this, before the game, we're all we got and we all we need. And that's how we carry ourselves on the field.
All right, Steve, last thing for me. You weigh approximately, I know your weight goes up and down during the season, but you weigh approximately 330 pounds, which is which is like twice what I weigh. Can you tell if you're 10 pounds light or 10 pounds heavy? If you weigh that much, you weigh 330, can you tell when you gain 5 pounds or lose 5 pounds, or during the season, do you even get on a scale?
Yeah, man, I weigh myself every morning. I need to.
What are you at now?
I need to figure out what I can eat throughout the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
But right now, I'm sitting probably at around 336.
Okay.
I feel like our nutrition team does a good job with, measuring a lot of that stuff. But before the season started, they had hey, we want you to be in between these two weights. So that's why I've, pretty much maintained. But in terms of your question, I feel like a 5-pound difference really isn't too much. It's really when you go like 10 pounds. I feel like that's really what the difference is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about? Hey,
I'm not
Steve,
gonna lie. Yeah.
What about everyday life? Like, are there things that we don't think about? Like, can you fit comfortably in a regular airline seat and in a regular car, or do you got to go big?
Okay, so airlines, I try to fly first class as much as I can.
I would if I were you. Yeah.
Yeah. I not only for myself, but like I would feel bad if I'm in my seat, in economy, and someone
and
walks
I get
down
the seat next to you,
and they see me. Yeah. So it's a lot for myself too. But in terms of cars, I love cars. I'm a big car guy. I have to rethink a lot of the things that I want, in life because I won't be able to fit in them.
Sure.
So that's just been a tale of my life, though, man. I've always been a big kid, so it's something I can always work around.
So you mentioned the weight and the food and the diet, the nutritionist and all that stuff. What will you actually eat today? Is it like gluten free or is it?
No. It's not that extreme. So we had a pretty good day of practice today. We had a pretty good day of practice yesterday. So I burned a lot of calories. You know what I mean? So tonight I might go out to eat. You know what I mean?
Good for you.
That's
yeah.
So that's kind of where how I gauge the week.
And then the last thing I wanted to ask you is about the weather, the cold. There might be a little snow. It's going to be cold in Philly. What's the effect of that?
We try not to think too much about it because at the end of the day, you're supposed to get your job done no matter what. So I don't know how much is going to snow. I don't know if it's going to snow a lot. Or I've never played in snow, but I played in cold. That sucks. When we played against the Jets, but yeah, it really gets you going, though. It's a different environment, and those are things you want as a football player.
All right. Hey, listen, Steve, we are rooting for you like crazy on Sunday. Excited to see how it all turns out. Go Rams, man.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
All right, man. Go get him.
There's Steve Avila from the Rams offensive line, which really did settle down at some point this year. Alaric Jackson, Steve Avila. At center, Bo Limmer's been amazing. Kevin Dotson and Rob Havenstein, they have formed a really, really good, consistent offensive line.
When I was in college at UCLA, I lived with some offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And they weighed like 275. Michael, 275 wouldn't even get you a college job on a line now.
No, not at all.
What's the most you ever weighed in your career?
I got up to 254, but I felt sluggish and too
254?
heavy. Yeah,
what do you weigh now?
230, 241.
241.
But then, Michael and I have talked about this a lot. The Showtime Lakers never got fat.
Right.
Most of those other old-time guys got fat.
Sure.
But like the other day when they were all down there for Coop's induction on the court, all these guys kept their physiques. Byron and Michael and AC and even Magic.
Yeah.
When he got sick, people say Magic is a big guy, but he's pretty muscular. He's not a fat guy.
Not at all.
And so those – but – it's going to be a challenge for Steve and his fellow linemen. Anybody playing in the NFL now.
No, but they all lose weight.
Right.
During the course of the year, yeah.
No, I'm talking about when they retire, they all drop
Oh,
pounds.
yeah, they drop. You got to drop it, right?
Yeah, but 335.
Believe it or not, at my peak weight, I weighed 235. 235. I
And
weigh
what do you
190
at?
now.
Yeah, I can't imagine you 40 pounds. Did
well,
I know you?
You
again?
did know. I was in New York, and I
Okay.
came back for Dave Singer's wedding, and I was in the wedding, and I was stuffed into that tuxedo like a sausage. It was terrible.
335. Nobody picks up on my theory. 335 is too fat and heavy and slow for offensive tackles. The edge
He's a
rush.
guard.
He's a guard.
Okay, interior I can understand it, but on the edge, they got guys 370, 380. They can't move their feet. You ever notice those guys like T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett? They dip below those guys that are too fast.
Right.
I don't understand why they don't put fast guys on the edge to protect Stafford and quarterbacks to stop
Well,
the
I
speed rushes.
went to college with Jonathan Ogden, and he was like one of the great offensive line.
Oh, yeah, one of the
was
greatest ever.
He was super quick, Michael. That
Yeah.
was the thing.
Well, he
that
was a specimen.
Right.
There's no Jonathan Ogdens out there
Yeah,
now.
but I don't even think Jonathan was over 300.
No, he wasn't. He's
But
like
some of
280.
those guys are quick for the weight they carry.
Yeah, but not against a speed rusher like T.J. Watt.
I see Michael's point, and especially when
like it was
the
kid from
number one
Dallas.
position where you get paid now, other than quarterback, is left tackle.
Yeah, to protect the quarterback.
So your quarterback doesn't get
But they're too
killed.
slow. Every time I see
That
those
guy
guys.
Avila, who we were just talking to, has played he's only been in the league 2-3 years. He's played every position
Yeah,
already.
I mean, he came in as a center. They moved him to center at one point this year. Then Bo Limmer emerged, another rookie emerging for the Rams and making an impact, and that's when they
Where did
bumped
he
him
go
over to
school?
left
By the way,
guard.
New Mexico? Where did he go to school?
He went to TCU. And by the way, Pepe, he is Hispanic. His real name is Esteban. His mom is from
I
Mexico,
know.
and his dad is African American.
And his last name is Avila.
You
Yeah,
should let
that-
Pepe talk to him in Spanish.
well,
did-
no,
Wait,
didn't they
Laura?
be the only two?
So, yeah, he knows a little bit because DeMarco fumbled the bag there, and he thought he spoke perfect Spanish. So when I was at Rams camp, he goes, "Oh, here's my man, Steve Avila. Talk to him in Spanish." So I start rambling in Spanish,
Yeah.
and Steve goes, "Kobe's the one that knows how
Yeah.
to speak." And I was like,
Ah.
"Oh,
The guy we had on
DeMarco."
yesterday.
That's
knows
right.
Spanish.
We
Is
didn't
it true
talk
that Jaime
Spanish with
Jaquez
Kobe.
can't speak Spanish?
Who is?
Jaime Jaquez.
I don't know if he can or not.
I don't know.
He speaks a
He's
little
not- he
bit.
do- he
But you
does?
know who speaks Spanish more than them? Coloco.
Christian Coloco?
Where's he from?
He's
Africa, right?
from Senegal.
Senegal, yes, right.
And did he
So
just-
why does he learn
have,
Cameroon.
Cameroon.
does he have some Hispanic family?
No, but I guess he learned.
He just learned
speaks
Spanish?
French. He speaks Spanish well, French perfect because they
Didn't
speak
people
French.
from
Pepe,
other countries
didn't
are
Kobe
all speak
Yeah.
know how to
multiple
speak
languages.
Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah, which always surprised me. Like I understood why he knew how to speak Italian because he
Italian,
lived
right?
in Italy. He just picked it up
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, he was learning Chinese.
That's right.
Yeah,
Really?
That
Oh,
dude was
that's
such a quick study.
That's a tough language.
Coloco
yeah.
also knows Mandarin, according to
Mandarin?
Get out of here.
Jeez.
Man, I know.
He is so. I know like
I just
un
know
poco español, and that's really
I
it.
know.
Coloco is such a nice guy. My son-in-law came to visit in Christmas. He's from Africa.
Yeah.
He speaks French. So we saw Coloco, and I said, "Hey, this is. Remember I told you about my grandson?" And they started talking in French like nothing. Very nice guy. You know who also speaks a little bit of Spanish? Christy.
Max
Oh,
Christie.
really? Max Christie
I
does.
speak 4 languages:
Yeah.
Bahamian, Jive, Ebonics, and English.
And,
Nice.
But you don't know what is the weight of.
Nice.
I'm a linguist, Pepe. I'm
You
a
are a
No, you're
linguist.
not.
You are a linguist. Yes, Michael. You are.
What movie
and
was
Barbara
that?
Billingsley.
Airplane. Yeah,
Airplane.
She goes, "Excuse me, stewardess. I speak
I speak jive. Yes. All right. 3 o'clock hour or 2 o'clock hour is going to be gigantic because not only do we have Pepe's potpourri of lies, we also have Pepe's big 5 picks for the weekend.
And because we went along there, if we went to, we can do what's up.
Yeah,
Full.
we're going to do What's Up Fool coming up next. Brian's got stuff and Laura's got stuff. That's coming up. Mason Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release gases like methane. You can fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, easy, and helps protect the planet. If you're ready to do your part, visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
If you're able, please help people affected by the California wildfires in 2025. Donate.
With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
Off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Adam Schefter here with Vivid Seats. We've got some late-breaking news coming out of the stands. According to multiple sources, Vivid Seats fans are scoring rewards on every purchase and at a rapid pace. Obviously, these rewards are a game-changer, and coupled with their MVP-worthy ticket selection, why get tickets anywhere else? Don't drop the ball this season. Shop with Vivid Seats and earn rewards on every ticket. And as the official ticketing partner of ESPN, Vivid Seats is offering you $20 off your first $200 ticket purchase with code Schefter. That's code Schefter.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. For a limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Midea 4-piece kitchen appliance suite, now just $17.96. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 1/13 through 1/24. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. While supplies last. See store or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Hey, it's DeMarco. I know a thing or two about Super Bowls. I've been there, won that. If you want to experience the big game like a pro, Absolute Sport has you covered. From premium tickets to exclusive parties to first-class accommodations, their Super Bowl packages are the MVP of the fan experience. Don't sit on the sidelines. Be a part of the action. Go to us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport to lock in your spot. Absolute Sport, it's how champions watch the Super Bowl.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Orthodontics are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. This can be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, a youngster who brightens your day. Tell us who's smiling and you could win some awesome prizes like sweet tickets from ESPN LA, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, and a grand prize of Invisalign from Beverly Hills Ortho. Enter now at ESPNLA.com and remember you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, guys. I'll take
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal.
How dare
It's
you
fate.
step on Brian
It's friendship.
Cranston.
It's Mezcal. Dos Hombres.
How dare I? All right, guys, I'm going to start this one. So I came across this interesting note that was on Instagram. People were posting and wanted your thoughts. A neighbor got a note put on his door, and it said, "Hello. We are your neighbors. The apartment right above you. We absolutely understand the cultural significance of the carne asada," which is like the barbecue, right? To the Mexican people, such as yourself. But could you be more, better and be considerate of our culture because we're vegans? Your meat smoke is coming in through our open window every time you fire up your grill. We kindly, all capitalized, underline, ask that you cook your meat inside a stovetop with the vent running. Thank you, your neighbor. I just want to know your thoughts. What would you do if this was left at your door? Like, I would say bleep you. I'm sorry.
I would make my carne asada any way I wanted to.
I know.
I mean, honestly, meat smoke is not a thing. You're not actually ingesting it. It's not violating your vegan rules.
I see. Unlike Mason, I have relationships with all my neighbors.
I do too. I have relationships.
You don't know any of your neighbors.
No, I know Tanya.
I know. Is Tanya the one with the smoke alarm?
I know Milo.
No, Milo moved.
Milo, he did
You don't
move.
live near him
Milo.
anymore.
I know Henry.
Milo got was a victim
of
the fires.
Milo Ventimiglia, lost his house in the fires. He was my next door neighbor for a while.
So would you change your cooking habits, Ireland?
No, but what I would say to them is, look, I'm not going to stop making carne asada, but what I will do is on nights that I'm going to make it, I'll give you a heads up.
Oh, please.
So if you want to leave, you can.
I would,
but I'm not changing.
I laugh.
Yeah, I would laugh at that.
You laugh?
I laugh.
Laura,
And
how would you handle it?
You know what I do? I put extra chiles, 2 chiles.
Oh my, yeah. Para que sea
more.
I would probably say, hey, I appreciate the note. I'm still, because it tastes different if you cook it in the grill, if you cook it on stovetop.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like,
I would not change my cooking, but I would give him a heads up whenever I'm going to cook.
What would you do, Laura? What would you say to him?
I would just say, thanks for the note. I'm still gonna cook it outside.
See, I don't like to be the person who leaves the note because I think you come off like a jerk if you leave a note, right?
Think, yeah, that. And by the way, it sounds like they don't know each other.
So you've been to my house. You know that we have shared parking, and I've got steps to my house.
Okay.
People will park directly in front of the steps, and it annoys the hell out of me. But I don't want to leave a note. I wanted to leave a note that says, please don't block our steps, but then you're the guy who left a note about blocking the steps.
Those traffic cones out of the garage.
I should put traffic cones out there. You're absolutely right, Michael. An excellent
idea. So wait, nobody here. Brian, what would you do?
If I was cooking?
Yeah.
If you were the
guy making carne asada, would you stop? Would you adjust?
Heck no. I'm making my own food. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah,
now.
I'm not
just
even
like,
considering
sorry,
it.
It's like the guy that puts the signs when you park and they put a sign that please don't park here.
Correct. See, I don't. I should get that sign, but I don't.
No,
I don't
but
do
if
it.
you don't have reserve parking, like my mom lives, I live in an apartment right now. My mom lives in West Covina home, right? So there's people that get mad if you park in front of their house, like it's their parking. It's like, nah, bro, that's street parking.
No,
right. This, by the way, is directly in front of the steps to my house.
That's what I'm saying. But there's people that do that. Please do not park here and put a little cone. It's like, no, that's street parking. Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they shouldn't park.
Yeah, that's not going to end well for the person that wrote the note.
Sorry, vegans.
I saw a Rover.com study about dogs and their owners or humans. A couple of interesting numbers I found that 65% of dog owners take more pictures of their pets than their significant other.
I do.
Wife.
I do also.
I'm guilty of
that.
Yep,
I do.
56% greet their dog first when arriving home.
I absolutely
do.
Well, my dog greets me
first.
Yeah, my dog greets me.
My dog acknowledges me getting home before Jack or Lisa.
And by the way, it's only one of my dogs greets me. The other two could care less. Veronica greets me. Sophie and Ron are like, it's you again.
This was the one that I was like, oh, okay. 54% of people considered ending a relationship if their partner did not approve of their pet.
Okay, this is Clay.
So this is
Clay
question to you
Thompson.
guys.
Clay had a girlfriend, and Michael was fine with it until he found out that she didn't like Rocco. She's mean to Rocco.
What? How do you know
and you were out
Rocco?
after that, right?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. I was proud of Michael for that.
How do you not like Rocco? Rocco's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, and she apparently didn't give him the time of day.
Oh, yeah. See,
that
doesn't work.
When Michael was talking to Clay about the girl, he goes, Clay, she doesn't like Rocco. She's out.
Can't do it. Yeah, can't do it.
Oh,
yeah,
hell
that's
no.
what I'm thinking. If me personally, if she doesn't like dog, not even a dog person, there's no chance.
Let me throw something. I know we're doing What's Up, Fool, but this came up this last week on TikTok, which I guess goes away on Sunday.
I guess not.
It doesn't? It's going to stay?
It's
been saved?
Okay.
Sort of.
By Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank?
Sort of,
and Frank
no.
McCourt?
Yeah, I've lost track. So here's the issue. A guy says his dog loves to kiss him, lick him on the face, right? Okay. He doesn't want to stop the dog from doing it because he feels like it will hurt the dog's feelings. Do you believe that?
No, I think he likes it.
No, he likes it.
No, I think he likes it. I think the dog owner likes it.
You don't think the dog... But if you turn the dog away, don't you think the dog wouldn't Copper be really upset?
Oh, she would. She'd be like, she'd go, the ears would
Hey,
go
you're
down.
not giving it to me, man.
Why don't you love me anymore? Come on.
Exactly. What's that, Michael?
That's nasty. Don't dogs lick
No,
themselves?
don't tell us what's nasty.
Don't dogs lick themselves?
Ton of dogs or a ton of cats.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
weighs more?
Depends on the dog, huh, Michael?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If it's Great
The
Danes,
density of the dogs.
Marmaduke,
Yes.
the dog.
Yeah.
What's that, Foo?
All right, keeping on the dog conversation. So I saw a video of a
Yeah, I saw
dog
this, yeah.
riding a Waymo.
Mhm.
I have not been on one. I know Mason's all in on the Waymo.
Oh, yeah.
But it was recorded in San Francisco, and people were just, having a ball with seeing the dog just sitting there. But it's like, is that even possible, Mace? I've never ridden a Waymo, so I don't know.
Here's what had to happen. A dog owner ordered the Waymo.
Yep.
He put his dog in the Waymo
Right.
and then sent it off.
Right,
But
that's what I thought.
But the
then
problem
Mace
is,
brought it.
I don't think the dog could operate the door handle.
That's what
Like
I was wondering.
I don't think the dog can ever leave
but
the
what,
Waymo.
but let's say for whatever reason you brought Ron to work.
Right.
Okay. You could order a Waymo.
Yep.
Put him down there, and then tell Juan, okay, he's in the Waymo.
When
Be
he
on
gets
the
there,
lookout. You can open the door.
You can
Oh,
totally
that's
do that.
Yeah.
So is that the next? Is this going to be the new doggy Uber, the Waymo?
It can be. The one thing I'll say about Waymo is it's cheaper than Uber and Lyft.
Michael, would you be willing to get in a Waymo, a driverless car?
we've seen them in Phoenix, right
yeah.
in front of us.
Yeah, I've seen them. I saw one in Manhattan Beach the other day.
They're going like 20, 25 miles an hour.
No, they
I
go
do it
real speeds. You see them on the
But I
freeway.
wouldn't do it on the freeway.
It will
I've never
not
seen them
break
in San Francisco freeway.
They're on the freeway
I've
here.
never
They
seen
will
one.
not break the law though.
I
They
know
will
that.
only
They'll
go up to
65.
65.
I've never seen one on the San Francisco freeway when we were up there on our buses.
They are. My first Waymo was in San Francisco. It was
On the
going
freeway.
up and down the hills and around and all that stuff. No, Waymos are on the freeway. They're on the 10 when I'm driving in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one on the freeway.
I'm not getting in one until Mason rides one at least 10 times.
Yeah.
I'm probably at 5 or 6 now.
Okay, let me know when you
Get
get
the
to 10.
Waymo app. It saves you money.
One was just stuck going in circles the other day. Did you read that?
Yeah,
They couldn't-
yeah.
they
I mean,
couldn't get him to
I
stop.
I also had an Uber driver that got into an accident. So I mean, seriously, there are cautionary tales out there.
What's that, Foo?
I got another here for you. So, James Earl Jones would have been his birthday today. When I think about James Earl Jones, I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars. So for me, it comes up Sandlot and Field of Dreams, his baseball movies.
Field of
What do you think is his most iconic role? Is it the Star Wars?
When you actually see him in person, it's Field of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But Darth Vader is his legacy. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, as a baseball fan, him in Field of Dreams is so he gets the monologue of
And also the Sandlot.
Sandlot.
Sandlot
For
too.
me, it's Sandlot.
You know what I think of? I think of him saying, "This is CNN." He was for a long time the voice of CNN.
Wasn't he Mufasa?
Yeah.
Yes, he was
so.
Mufasa.
Yeah, he was.
You're right.
That's his greatest
in
role.
Lion King, sure.
And what about Coming to America? Wasn't he the king's father?
Oh,
Yes,
wait,
he
we
was.
sold him short.
That's
King
right.
Jaffe Joffer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another one. Yeah, legend.
My son works.
And the other thing about James Earl Jones had a stuttering problem when he was young.
By the way, did Mike Trudell think Coming to America was funny? Because he doesn't think anything's funny.
I'll ask him. I don't know. Trudell, tonight, by the way, on the pregame show, the pop culture quiz, Michael Thompson has declared Mike Trudell knows nothing about pop culture from the 80s and the 90s. I've prepared a pop culture quiz.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I think Trudell will get 6 or 7 of them right. Michael says he'll only get 1 right.
How old is
I
Trudell?
will show.
80s and 90s.
He's 40.
Oh, he should get these.
Yeah, I will show you the quiz during the break and
Okay.
have you predict how many he'll get right.
I
All you got to know
absolutely
about
will.
Mike Trudell is he didn't think Trading Places was funny.
But we oversold Trading Places to him. We told him it was the funniest movie ever, and he went
It's
into
tough
it.
when you sell stuff up like that.
Yeah.
But it is a
legendary
funny movie.
status. All right. Hey, before we get out of here, I wanted to make sure you know that Wednesday, we are going to be live at the Ralph's in Redondo Beach. It's a big, gigantic Ralph's with PBGO, our friends from PBGO, and we are supporting the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank relief efforts for victims of the fires. You can come out there and bring... the collection, non-perishable food items like peanut butter, nut butters, protein-based snacks, crackers, trail mix, stuff like that doesn't go bad. And then non-food items, including stuff like socks and mittens and blankets and beanies, all that stuff. You can bring it out to Ralph's in in Redondo Beach on Wednesday. And also, Robert Ory's going to be there. Sasha Vujicic is going to be there. It's going to be a big live show, first one of 2025. Want to see Ralph's in Redondo Beach coming up on Wednesday. Pepe. All right, we got Pepe's picks coming up. You want to listen for that. We've also got Pepe's potpourri coming up. It's Pepe's hour.
You'll be sorry.
No, we already are. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to the station, you know how much I love Terranea, a luxury resort like no other. Spectacular ocean views you won't find anywhere else. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. It is easily the best-kept secret in Southern California. 102 acres on the Palos Verdes Peninsula. They've got it all. 8 different dining experiences, an oceanfront spa, award-winning golf course, 4 swimming pools, endless amounts of tranquility. Get to Terranea. You won't regret it. I stay in hotels all year. This is my favorite place in California. It's spectacular. Check them out today at Terranea.com. Terranea.com. Terranea.com.
Travis Rogers and
With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
Party a winner. The guacamole from Northgate Gonzalez Market. It's the flavor that unites us. Northgate Gonzalez Market. Every visit has a story.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Steele throwing it down.
Backdoor cut to LeBron and a thunder dunk. Beautiful pass, and LeBron slams it home.
Guess who's back? Steele hitting big shot after big shot.
Three-pointer. Good again! Who is this guy? That's the oldest player in the league.
Live every thrill of LeBron and the Lake Show on 710 ESPN.
Still running the game, still.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like when we met in our 20s.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
It's a key ingredient called Tesnor. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. Total T is backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text LION to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text LION to 321321. That's LION to 321321.
It is Mason in Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason in Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason in Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Hey, thank you very much. David Tapia is the floor director over at Channel 11, and he sent out an Instagram post.
Oh, did he just come get the stuff?
He just came and got all the stuff. We probably had 25 bobbleheads.
Oh, you forgot to give him Dave Roberts.
Oh, we didn't give him Dave Roberts.
He had one in there.
Oh, he does have a Dave Roberts in there. All right. Okay. So we got him bobbleheads, and there's a little kid named Cole. He's 13 years old. His family lost their house and all that stuff, and his mom put out a plea. He lost all of his Dodger stuff, his Lakers stuff, all that, so we've collected a bunch of. And, I think that's what we can all do, just little things.
Do what you can. Do what you can.
Yeah, town's
Shout out to
together.
William, who was a listener who brought a
ton of stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
a
William.
Dodger blanket, yeah.
Thank you for
did
that,
he get
William.
a Dodger blanket?
Yeah, he
One of
did.
my neighbors was giving out Dodger blankets from 2020, and I asked her to get me one, so I may be able to get him a second one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, he was very upset about his Dodger blanket.
Yeah. And these are cool, and they're from 2020, which was the year they won the World Series.
Yes.
So there you go.
Now, I am of the belief that there are certain things that I can do to affect the outcome of Sunday's Rams game.
Okay. You're going to think I'm going to come back at you and call you an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% with you.
Yeah.
I change where I sit on the couch.
Yep.
I change what I'm wearing.
It's what I'm wearing, yeah.
If my team is playing bad, I will go change shirts.
I will do that no matter. I will change shirts because I believe. And
if I'm playing bad front 9 holes, Michael, I will say it's not my fault. It's the ball, and I'll change the ball, or I'll get rid of the glove I'm wearing.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Do you believe in that, Michael?
Are you superstitious?
No, I'm not.
As a player, were you superstitious?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Never.
Do you guys know P.J. Tucker? He's now on the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
He was a shoe collector. He collects a lot of shoes.
Yep.
When he played a bad first half, he would change his shoes.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Did he play better?
Yes. Well, he believed he played better. Mm-hmm. That's sometimes all that matters is that you believe it.
Yeah, right. And it gives you the illusion of control, which I like.
And send a text to Sean McVay and told him you changed shirts.
Oh, yeah, I'll text because he's hanging on every one of my text messages during the game. Yeah. I'll text Shula, too. I'll text Chris and Sean. Pepe, are you I'm going to get you to kind of give away your pick a little bit here, but how do you feel about the Rams on Sunday at Philadelphia?
Well, I like the Rams. I think they're gonna win the game. They're gonna win the game.
Okay, that concerns me.
Yeah, uh-oh.
I may go the other way now.
Yeah.
I was going to take the Rams until I heard Pepe's prediction.
Pepe, you are 3-12.
They're doomed.
Pepe,
what did you ask me then? What did you ask me then?
No,
Pepe. You want me to say Philadelphia?
Yes, please
Yes, we do.
Yes, we want you to say Philadelphia. Please say Philadelphia.
Please say
Philadelphia. I want the Rams to win.
I know what you want to win, but who do you think's going to win?
The Rams.
In this world of superstition, Pepe, we were just talking about I'm going to change shirts, change hats. So I need you to pick Philadelphia.
You know what?
Pepe. Pick 'em. Pick 'em, Pepe. Pick 'em. Pick 'em.
Do it.
Pick 'em, Pepe.
Pick the Eagles, Pepe.
Pepe, pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Pick 'em.
Eagles.
Pick 'em, Pepe.
Go Eagles.
You know what?
Pepe, pick 'em. Pick 'em.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
No, you're right, because whenever I want a team to win, I'm always thinking the other team is going to win, because that way I won't suffer as much.
Oh,
So
now
I
that's true.
focus on-
Now that is actually a really interesting point. Sometimes you can prepare yourself for a loss.
That's what I do.
Like if it doesn't go well, you're like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't going to happen
expecting
anyway.
that.
Right? I wasn't expecting it any. I am expecting a win on Sunday, and I can tell you, I will be devastated if the Rams exit the playoffs this weekend. Devastated.
I wonder if Billy Mack will be able to do the game. We have a game at 6:00 on Sunday at the Intuit Dome.
And the game for the Rams game is at noon.
Yeah. So if the Rams lose, I think Billy, who like you is a Rams season ticket holder, will be so distraught he might not be able to do the game. Stu might have to go solo. What do you think?
Stu solo.
Yeah.
No, Billy's a pro. Billy's a pro.
Yes, but he'll tell you he'd be happy to give up his seat if it means
Yes.
the Rams win.
I was curious about what night is Clippers Lakers on Sunday?
Sunday at 6.
I was curious on what.
Michael and I want every game to start at 6.
Yeah.
It is an excellent start time.
And the game, the Philadelphia game is at what time?
Noon.
Yeah, noon, 12 noon.
So you're going to Custom to see it?
No, I'm not going to Cosm for this one. By the way, normally tickets are very inexpensive for the Intuit Dome. You can get them for $20 on StubHub.
Not for the Lakers, I bet.
$181 is the lowest price available. Michael, you haven't been there, have you?
First time I'll be going in.
Isn't it weird that the attendance has been an issue for them? Isn't it weird? Normally, you open a new building, and people want to see the building,
right.
and
Yeah,
this
that
is
happened
pretty
at
spectacular.
The Pun, that happened at SoFi, but I think they've priced the average fan out.
Although, John, like $25 on the secondary market.
Right, it costs $75 to park.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You know, I think you hear that right out of the gate. $75 to park. You're like, why? I'll go to Cosm.
It's
Yeah.
Do you believe in all the technology they've got going there?
It's the Clippers.
Yeah, it is. It's the Clippers. But do you believe in all the technology? I'm
no
going to
issue-
take a picture
yeah,
of my
I
face.
have no issue with it. Lisa says she has no interest in going there. She thinks it's an invasion of her privacy.
Well, it's going to be everywhere soon.
Right, but she's fighting it.
So the weird thing about it, Michael, is that once you put your face in to their app,
Everybody
you
knows
can
it.
walk anywhere you want. Just pick up food, and it will record it and add it to
And
your
charge it
tab
to your
and
phone.
charge it to your phone.
So if you start picking up Tostitos, you better
So there's
beware.
there's no lines, no lines, no cashiers.
Wow.
You just walk in. I'll take a hot dog. Walk out. It will have recorded your face, and it will charge you for the hot dog.
Well, I guess you have no choice but to put your face in online because
You do.
otherwise you can't
by the
eat.
way, I think you absolutely have to if you're going there.
If you want to eat.
By the way, the other thing I wanted to mention is that big benefit concert which is coming up where virtually every great recording artist is performing. It is going to be streamed on Paramount Plus and on Netflix and apparently a bunch of other places. Do you think it's better to be there for one of the shows or to be at home watching for both of the shows?
For that particular thing, there's so much star power. I'd want to be there.
You want to be there?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not worth streaming. You should.
2 dates?
But I would go.
No,
one
one date.
at the same time. Great, like 7 or 8 great acts at Intuit, 7 or 8 great acts at the Forum at the exact same time.
And
we have a game. We have a Laker game.
That's right. It's on the 30th.
Right.
And did they mention the prices?
I haven't seen yet.
I do not
but
know
I
the
know
prices.
they're going to charge a lot because they're trying to raise money for the fire victims.
And they're also, going to ask for donations
That's
during the
good.
concert
That's
too.
great.
Yeah, no, it's everybody's. It's a terrible thing. It's been just awful for so many people.
Big names in the concert.
Big names.
Yeah, Billie Eilish is in there. There's
Sting.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Yeah, I mean,
Pink.
Chili Peppers are
Billie
Peppers are
Eilish.
going.
Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
I want to see Stevie.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. John Mayer playing with Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. You going to go, Pepe?
No,
he's got a game.
No, you got a game. Well, I'll send you a
If
picture.
it was any other day.
If it was any other day.
I can watch it, right?
Oh yeah, you can watch.
I can record it.
You can record it exactly,
Yeah.
or it'll be available on streaming afterwards. All right, we got Pepe's big picks coming up.
Pepe's pathetic picks.
Pepe's pathetic picks.
But at least I know. But at least I know the difference and the
Pepe's
weight.
pitiful picks.
Pitiful picks. I want to remind you, we're just talking
Pepe's
about the fire.
piss-poor
Obviously, if you're able, please help people affected by the fires. You can donate at redcross.org/ESPN. That's redcross.org/ESPN. ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do the Big Five picks, and we got Game of Games. It is a potpourri of lies today.
Yeah, it is.
Mason Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and there's extensive water damage. This is when it can feel as though your relationship with your insurance has become an abusive one. They don't agree that you need a replacement living arrangement, despite it being glaringly obvious. Then, the insurance adjuster leaves you hanging. You feel abandoned with a home that is no longer livable, and you now have no other choice than to use the insurance contractor to make repairs, which includes their brazen attempt at lowballing the estimate. Okay, so here's what you do. You take a deep breath, then you call Avner Gatt. They're one of California's largest public adjusting firms, and trust me, size does matter in this case because Avner Gatt has experienced it all. Insurance companies can make you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope in getting your home back together. Avner Gatt knows exactly how to handle these situations. Not only do they have extensive knowledge on how to handle your dilemma, but they remain passionate about helping people. It's why Avner and his family continue to take the calls themselves at Avner Gatt Inc. They cover all of Southern California, and if I haven't convinced you with all of these truth bombs thus far, just check out what seems to be a never-ending stream of 5-star reviews on Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. So, whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. And you can go online to avnergatt.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. At Los Angeles International Airport, changes are arriving daily to help reduce traffic, save travelers time, and transform the travel experience. The LAX economy parking structure is now open with thousands of smart parking spaces, as well as hundreds of EV charging stations. Modernized terminals have biometric gates for faster boarding, and in the future, the People Mover train will connect travelers to LA Metro. For more information, go to their website, flylax.com/transforming-LAX. That's flylax.com/transforming-LAX.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, big weekend for the NFL playoffs. By the way, Lakers tonight, they absolutely beat Brooklyn, right? Am I right or am I right?
In the fridge, baby.
Michael already.
In the fridge.
No.
2:29 game day.
Laura, they got beat by 50 the other night.
Got Brooklyn in the fridge. John.
Yep. Ireland, you deny it?
Of course I deny it.
The game hasn't been
wrong
played
the
yet.
last 4 times you put it in the fridge.
Please don't
just
do it.
jinxed
Don't
them.
do
Yeah,
it.
Michael,
Don't do
they
it.
haven't even warmed up yet. They're not even at crypto yet, and you've already got the game in the fridge.
We lost to Dallas without Luka and
That's
Kyrie.
right.
Which you put in the fridge.
Yes.
The Clippers were up 60 on these guys the other night.
Okay, so it's in the fridge. Hey, it's time to do our picks. It is brought to you by Islands. If you're craving that beach vibe, there is an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. We love Islands. All right, so here we go. Top 5 picks. I got the 4 playoff games and the national championship game on Monday. So why don't we start with Houston plus 9.5 at Kansas City. Ireland, the Chiefs, number 1 seed, 2 losses all year long. What do you think? Houston plus 9.5.
If it was 10, I would take the Texans. But since it's 9.5, give me the Chiefs.
KC. Michael.
So the Chiefs have to win by 9, right?
9.5.
By 10. I'm going to take the Texans. Chiefs
Taking the Texans. Okay. Pepe.
I will take Kansas City.
Kansas City. Brian.
Texans to cover.
Texans to cover. And Laura.
I will be taking the Chiefs. Thank you.
Chiefs. And I will be taking, since Pepe went Kansas City, I will go Texans to cover.
Not the worst strategy
No,
you've ever had.
it's a lot of points. It is a lot of points. All right, let's go to Washington plus 9.5 at Detroit. Washington, Jaden Daniels plus 9.5 at Detroit. We will start here with Michael Thompson. Michael, what do you think?
Washington's going to cover, man. Jaden Daniels is like Lamar light.
Washington is going to cover. All right. Let's go to Pepe.
I agree with Michael. I want Washington.
Washington. Pepe's on Washington. Let's go, Brian.
Give me Detroit here.
Detroit. Laura.
I like the Lions here.
Detroit. It's a big number. I'm going to go Jaden Daniels also. I say they keep it within shouting distance.
You can play, man.
And Ireland, where are you going?
Washington, too many points.
Washington, too many points. All right, that's interesting.
I'm doing that game for SAP.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's go to Baltimore. Oh, this is like the game, right? Sunday night. Baltimore and Lamar, -1.5 at Buffalo and Josh Allen. Pepe, we start with you. This is the big quarterback showdown.
So, who's favorite?
Baltimore is -1.5, so they're favored by 1.5.
On the road.
On the road, yeah.
Huh.
I'll take the Bills.
Taking the Bills. Okay. Brian?
I'll take Baltimore.
Baltimore. Let's go Laura.
Give me the Ravens.
Ravens it is. Me. I am going to go Baltimore. I think Lamar is going to have a game. Ireland. Baltimore. And Michael.
That Ravens pass defense still bothers me or worries me, but I'll go with Baltimore.
Going with Baltimore.
So Pepe's the only one who took Buffalo.
I feel good
I
about
feel
our
very
pick of
good.
I'm
Baltimore.
going to feel even better when you guys lose.
You're 3-12.
Yeah,
you're
Pepe.
3-12, Pepe.
Pepe, I
don't
respect
get to,
you.
You don't get
gonna
to
make
talk
me
smack
feel
when
even
you're
better.
3-12.
That's going to make me feel even
We
better.
love you, Pepe.
All right, national championship game.
Do we pick the Rams?
We're going to save it for last, yeah. Ohio State, -9.5 over Notre Dame. Brian, who do you like in Monday's national championship game?
I like Ohio State.
Likes Ohio State. Laura.
I hate both. I'll Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. It is a bunch of points.
Way to think of it, Laura.
I think Ohio State's going to roll them. John.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. By the way, I kind of hope you're
points.
right. Bergman. Oh, I'm sorry. Bergman's on air. Michael.
Ohio State's going to win by 17-20. Ohio State.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a blowout. Pepe.
Ohio State.
Notre Dame looks a lot better all of a sudden.
I hope Brian Day's not listening.
Oh God, put the hex on Ryan Day. All right, last one. Our Los Angeles Rams are getting 6.5 in Philly. I will go first. This will surprise no one. Give me the Rams plus the points. Ireland.
I also take the Rams plus the points unless Pepe takes the Rams, and then
Pepe,
I will switch to the Eagles.
Pepe, you're last.
You're last,
Yeah.
Pepe. Michael Thompson.
Yeah, I think Stafford's going to, being back in Detroit, he's going to throw the ball all over the field.
He's not in Detroit. He's in Philly.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's going to throw the ball over the field there, too.
Yeah, he's going to throw the ball over the field. But and I like Philly, but I'll go with the Rams.
Okay, Brian.
Sadly, I'll take Philly.
Brian.
Brian, get out.
Sorry.
Laura.
Come on, give me the Rams. Let's go.
Rams. Okay, and this is the critical pick.
Oh, here we go.
Think
about it.
Pepe Mantilla.
If the quarterback from the Rams is going to throw the ball all the way to Detroit, being in Philly,
right.
like Michael said,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to pick the Rams.
All right, switch me to the Eagles.
You're going to switch to the Eagles
If
right
Pepe's
away.
taking the Rams, I'm taking the Eagles.
Pepe.
If it was any other game, I would do the same. If it was any other game.
I'm going to take that 3-12 for a little spin.
Wait,
So, yeah.
Pepe, take one for the team and pick the Eagles.
No, I want the Rams to win.
But
Aye is right. So if you are scoring at home, here's the way you don't want to go. Kansas City, you're on Kansas City, Washington, Buffalo, the Rams, and Ohio State.
That's me.
That's
Okay.
Pepe's picks.
Good, because
Pepe's
I'm
picks for today.
on Notre Dame, the Eagles, and another one. I got 3 different.
Yeah, you
from
got
them.
3 different ones.
Yeah,
best
okay, good.
best stuff. And you know what's weird? We could actually become professional gamblers. You and me, Ireland.
Yeah, I'm at 55, which is a professional
55%.
You're better than 55.
I'm at 58%.
Isn't Michael like 60?
Michael's at 60. He's picked 15 games. You're 9-6, but that's really good.
And
Pepe,
Michael,
you've picked 15 games.
And Michael could be the leader of a physics school, knowing
Yes, I could.
Knowing metric tons.
Yes,
Yep, exactly.
Hey, before we go to Game of Games, I wanted to mention that this is the birthday of a very famous, one of the all-time great personalities in the history of sports.
This man, I'm going to retire. If you think I whoop Sonny Liston, you wait till I get George Foreman. He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm going to show them all they're wrong because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me. And all you people in Britain who rank me as the greatest, I'm going to prove I'm the greatest. I'm going to prove to you I'm the greatest. We're going to prove to the world I'm the greatest. This is my last fight. I don't want none of you to miss it. So please come to the theaters. I'm going to eat some raw meat, and I'm going to train. I'm going to get ready and chop some more trees.
Yeah, he finishes with a, which I think really tops the thing off. Muhammad Ali, when I was growing up, fights were free, and they were on ABC, and they were on Friday nights, and it seemed like Muhammad Ali fought like 4 or 5 times a year on ABC. And I just loved those fights and remember him so clearly. I thought Jimmy Young did beat Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he had some
Jimmy Young did that thing
favorable
where he
decision.
leaned outside the ropes. But Ali, greatest sports personality of all time?
Of all times, not even close in America. I know people say Jordan or Tiger, but Ali by far.
In my book,
not even
Ali.
close.
Yeah.
And probably the greatest salesman for his sport.
Oh, yeah.
In any sport.
Best hype man ever.
Yeah.
And unbelievably, and surprisingly, I won't say surprisingly, unbelievably eloquent. Listen, here's one thing I found that I thought was really, really nice. Listen to Ali.
What would you like people to think about you when you've gone? I'd like for them to say he took a few cups of love. He took 1 tablespoon of patience, 1 teaspoon of generosity, 1 pint of kindness. He took 1 quart of laughter, 1 pinch of concern, and then he mixed willingness with happiness. He added lots of faith, and he stirred it up well. Then he spread it over a span of a lifetime, and he served it to each and every deserving person he met.
He was the greatest.
He was the greatest. He was the greatest.
So when Bob Uecker died yesterday, people were sending out videos, and Al Michaels told a story about how one time he was doing a baseball game with Uecker and with Cosell. And Uecker said something funny, and Cosell said, "Ueck, you're being very truculent. Do you know what truculent means?" And without missing a beat, Uecker goes, "Yeah, if you gave me the keys to your truck and I borrowed it, that would be a truck you led."
That's great.
That is so funny. So
One of the great stories about Ali was he went to they have some big event he had to go to with a lot of dignitaries and heads of states and just a lot of big government officials, important people. And when this handlers brought him in to go lead him to all the leaders, Ali went the other way. And his handler said, "Where you going? Where you going? You got to go this way." Ali said, "I'll be there in a minute. I got to go back here." And he said, "Where are you going?" And where he was going, he went back in the kitchen to talk to the staff. You wanted to talk to them first. Before you meet all the big
The
wigs.
very first person I interviewed when I moved to the West Coast was Muhammad Ali.
It's a pretty good number one.
It was the 20th anniversary of the Ali Norton fight down in San Diego, and Ali he was still able to do an interview, and I got to talk to him, got to talk to Norton, but that was like day one on the West Coast. I'm like, damn.
Well, look at it this way. When he died, I don't think this has ever happened to another athlete that died of natural causes anyway. When he died, all the networks broadcast his funeral as if he was like a head of state. They've never done that for another athlete.
I wanted to mention one other thing. This is sort of overlapping, but in Ali's era, back in the very, very early days of the Olympics on ABC, there's a movie out right now called September 5th. Yeah. September 5.
You know? Wait a minute, Pepe. You know what that signifies? You know what the event that is?
September 5?
Yeah. The Olympic Games. Remember? You know what happened in Munich?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In 1976.
72, they took the Israeli hostages. And there's a great, great movie called September 5. And it's about the way ABC covered that and the way they made all the decisions, didn't let it go to news. Jim McKay, Howard Cosell, all those guys described this horrific event at the 72 Olympics. And it's a really good movie. It's in theaters right now, September 5. All right, coming up next for you, it is a potpourri of lies. Pepe Mantilla, it is your game today, and I intend to win. I intend to win.
Didn't you win the last one?
You won the last one.
I did win the last one. I'm good at lies.
What does it say?
Potpourri, January 17th, 2025, for brilliant people only.
Oh, Michael, you're in trouble.
We'll do Game of Games coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're looking to sell your house, and a lot of people have questions about where they're living in light of the fires, don't do a thing before you call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage represents the seller in any type of home sale, and they have a custom solution for your needs. They'll make a competitive cash offer with no repairs needed, and they can close in days. No complicated closing process or contracts falling through. Seller's Advantage buys homes as is, and they've been making sellers happy for decades and have their reviews to prove it. Call them today. Get a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747 or sellersadvantage.com.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Megan Thee Stallion is like, that's like a fantasy for me. You know what I mean?
I think she's too much for me.
Oh, she is too much for me. One time I'd be like, girl, I don't think I can do this.
Sedano. Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Silmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
You know, I want to thank them. You know, without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know, little help like you guys asked for. You know, I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath and I'm from Silmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. You know, I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, you know, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
Is ready to help you get a stronger start on the new year with help building more muscle and proven weight loss support. Need a boost? We're ready with GNC vitamins for your longest winter days. Want the best energy drinks? They're at GNC. Never tried creatine before? Get ready to be amazed. GNC coaches are ready to help you in stores everywhere, and you can shop our full collection of flavors and online exclusives at GNC.com. GNC, live well.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. Not just any Game of Games. It is Pepe Mantilla's potpourri of lies. So we are prepared. We're all tuned up on actresses from the 30s and the 40s. We anticipate one of those in there. Pepe, describe a little bit of the lies that you put together.
Well, what do you want me to describe? I mean, I'm going to ask you the question.
Well, open your friggin' envelope and let's roll. Hermetically sealed.
Yeah. Yes, Pepe takes us very seriously.
Very seriously.
Making sure that the integrity of the questions is not compromised.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
All right, what's question one there, Pepe?
Read the questions clearly, please.
Don't start, Michael.
Yeah, don't. It's
start.
too early, Michael.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Pepe, was that a complaint? I'm just
No, because sometimes we can't hear the curse.
I'm just saying.
It was a complaint. I'm
Sounded an
it
awful
was a-
lot like a complaint. You
yeah.
have the power to dock him a point.
It was an instruction.
Okay,
thing.
Here we go.
The first question. What is the capital of Lesotho? Maseru, Lilongwe, or Bamako?
Laura.
¿Le qué?
Maseru, Lilongwe, or Bamako?
The last one.
Mamako. Brian.
Lilongwe?
Mace.
Lilongwe.
I'll go Lilongwe. Michael.
Lucero.
That's right, Maseru.
Oh.
Is he the only one who got it?
Yeah.
Michael
Oh,
got
that's
it.
I
not
know
good.
my geography and my weights.
Yeah, you don't know any
You don't know
weights.
any weights.
At all.
In the past, I talk about the bolero.
Yes,
Remember?
the music.
Yeah.
The music.
Yes.
Ravel was the one that composed the bolero.
Yes.
Dun,
I
da-da-da,
told you what was the
da-da-da-da-da-da,
name of the
da-da-da.
composer.
Is
The
this a
first
question?
name- the first name of the composer was Maurice, Sebastian, or Louis.
This is Ravel's first name.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Brian.
Louis.
You're going Luis.
Yes.
Laura.
Sebastian.
Mace.
Sebastian.
I have no idea. What's the third one? The one nobody's guessed.
Maurice.
He does not sound like a Maurice.
I'm going with Maurice. Michael.
Sebastian.
It is Maurice.
Take that, you haters. All right, I got one. Michael's got one.
Okay. Where did the great quarterback Frank Tarkenton go to school? Wyoming, Louisiana, or Georgia?
I surprisingly don't know this.
I don't
Mace,
either.
this is you.
I am going to say Louisiana.
It was Louisiana, Georgia. What was the other one?
Wyoming.
I don't think it's Wyoming. I'll go Louisiana as well. Michael.
It's Georgia. Jeez, you guys are idiots.
Oh, really?
Brian.
Georgia.
Okay, Laura.
Yeah, kind
Of course it's Georgia.
You are the only idiot here.
What?
Because you gave it away. It is Georgia.
He's a Hall of Famer. How do you not know that, Mace?
I don't know where Fran Tarkenton from the 70s
All right,
was
Michael
from.
2, John, Laura, Brian 1, Mace, Bupkis.
Okay. Where was Billie Holiday, famous jazz, swing, and blues singer, born? Philadelphia, New Orleans, or Chicago?
Philadelphia, New Orleans, or Chicago. I'm going to go New Orleans. Michael.
Yeah, she's kind of like those light-skinned New Orleans girls in New Orleans.
Okay, Brian.
Chicago.
Laura.
Let's go Chicago.
Mace.
Chicago.
Philadelphia.
Nobody.
Nobody got it.
Nobody.
Oh, damn.
This is a little bit harder.
Okay.
All right.
What was Billie Holiday's real name? Wilhelmina Fagan, Eleonora Fagan, or Nolita Fagan?
Michael.
Oh, Wilhelmina, because that's what Billy means. Wilhelmina.
Is he messing with us, Brian?
Nolita.
Laura.
Whatever A is.
Wilhelmina.
Mace.
I'm going to go Wilhelmina.
I am too. Wilhelmina.
Again, Eleonora.
Nobody got it.
Nobody got it
damn.
again.
These are really, really
Yeah,
obscure.
these-
I at least got one in there.
Even
No,
for
wait,
potpourri.
wait.
These
come
are even obscure for you.
No way, no way.
Okay, what's
Now,
next?
this is easy.
Okay,
If
good.
you guys don't know this one, then
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In the song Piano Man, Billy Joel talks about a real estate novelist. What is his name? Paul, Frank, or Joe?
I won't say anything. Brian.
Paul.
Laura.
Sure, Paul.
Mace.
See, I don't know it. I'm going to try Joe.
I'll go Paul. Michael.
That is Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
It's Paul.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
Paul.
You should have been last.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Michael has the lead with 3. I have 2. Laura has 2. Brian has 2. Mace still has
I
none.
still have nothing.
How many are left?
6.
All right, you got a shot.
Oh, I got a shot.
Okay, here we go.
Who was the Dodgers manager after David Johnson? Grady Little, Jim Tracy, or Glenn Hoffman?
After Dave Johnson. Okay, Laura, this one's you.
D.
Which is
Jim Tracy.
Mace.
Bill Russell?
He's
I'm sorry, no. What was
Bill
it?
Russell.
What was the name?
Grady Little, Jim Tracy, or Glenn Hoffman?
Grady Little.
I think Glenn Hoffman came in after Bill Russell. so I think it's one of the other two. I'm going to go Jim Tracy. Michael.
Yeah, I think it's Tracy.
Brian.
Little.
Who is it? Pepe.
Tracy.
Tracy.
Yay.
So who got it besides me?
Me.
Michael.
Laura and Michael.
Completely pointless here.
You are.
It is pointless.
Yes.
Okay.
Michael has 4 and you
Wait,
have 0.
Pepe.
Nothing.
That was B, right? Tracy was B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
How
Pep?
many Oscars did the great actress Vivian Lee win? 0, 1, or 2?
Yeah, there's the actress.
Yep, there she is.
There
We
she
knew
is.
she was coming.
She made an appearance.
Mace.
2.
I'm going to go 0. Michael.
Vivian Lee, right?
Yes.
0, 1, or 2?
Yes.
0.
Brian.
Let's go with 1.
Laura.
I'll go with 0.
What's the answer?
Mason got it.
Oh,
Did he? Is he the only one? Okay, you're on the board.
On the board.
She won
Here we
2?
go.
All right.
Yep,
So
2.
right now it's Michael 4, John and Laura 3, Brian 2, and Mace 1. How many?
Okay.
4 left or 5 left?
4.
Okay.
What was the real name of Tom Jones, the singer? Okay.
Mace, you better get this. Your mom once threw her underwear at Tom Jones.
Delilah.
Thomas George Johnson, Frank Thomas West, or Thomas John Woodward?
I think this one's me. I'll go with C. What was C, Pepe?
Thomas John Woodward.
Okay, I'll go with that one. Michael?
Was A and B?
Thomas George Johnson or Frank Thomas West?
B.
You're going Frank Thomas West. Brian?
Frank Thomas West.
Laura?
C.
I'm going first one, Thomas something.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's Thomas John Woodward.
Is
All
that
right,
not
so
what I said?
got it.
What is that, C?
Yeah.
I
Did
got it.
anyone else
no,
get
I
it?
did not get it.
Laura.
No, you.
Laura got it? Okay, Laura,
Okay.
you and I have tied Michael for the lead. 3 left. Mace, you have to go opposite of everybody.
Everybody
You're-
in. Yeah, I'm
you're
done.
pretty much
I'm
done.
cooked. That's pointless.
But you're not mathematically eliminated.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Here we
I
go.
feel like I'm cooked. Don't
All
worry.
right, Pepe, go.
Where was Catherine Zeta-Jones born? Scotland, Wales, or England?
I actually know this one too.
Me too.
All right, this one is Michael.
Scott.
Who's the person in charge?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh, okay. Laura.
Wait, where were the options? Sorry.
Scotland, Wales, or
Oh, he
England?
said Scotland. Scotland.
So you're going Scotland?
Yeah, sure.
All right, this one's me. I'm going Wales.
I thought Wales, but he sounded so
Brian.
sure.
Wales.
Mace.
Yeah, it is Wales.
It is Wales.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Wales. I got the lead.
I should have gone.
Mace got it. Okay, so this is one more or 2 more left?
It's 2 more left.
2 more left. Okay, here we go.
I'm not following Michael no more.
How many stars are on the Chinese flag? 5, 6, or 7?
I know my flags.
1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
going to go
7, 8, 9,
5, 6, or 7.
5, 6, or 7.
I'm going to go 5. Michael.
It is 5.
Laura.
Yeah, 5.
Mace.
Michael said it with such confidence. It must be 5.
Brian.
What is 6?
What is 6? You're playing Jeopardy over there.
What is 5?
5.
What is 5 is the right answer.
So I've got a 1-point lead. Brian and Mace are out.
Out.
Laura and Michael are 1 back. I
I'm
have to go
so
first,
mad.
and you have to go opposite
Well,
of me.
you have to pay attention, Laura.
No, I was mad because I was going to say Wales, but Michael was like Scotland. I was like, damn, I'm wrong.
Don't follow.
Sí, ya vi, ya vi,
this
ya vi.
idiot. Okay.
Oh, no, tampoco.
What year was the United Nations established? Okay.
Yep.
You should be last. What year was the United Nations established? 1945, 1946, or 1947?
I'm going to go. Okay, World War II ended in 45, so you would need to start after that. I'm going to go 46. Laura.
47.
Michael.
47.
What's the answer, Pepe?
45.
Victory.
Victory. There it is. John Ireland.
Yeah,
War
I had a
just
good.
ended.
Michael,
45 was the year the war ended.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when they.
That's when they formed it. Yeah, I
Oh,
just
okay.
figured it probably took them a year.
Yeah.
But,
Michael, you
all right, let's
crossed
do
me.
the tiebreaker for fun.
How many countries are there in the United Nations?
Okay.
You got a guess total?
Yeah. Okay, I got a guess.
I got it. Okay. Mace, what'd you guess?
77.
Michael?
192.
I wrote down 173. Laura?
155.
Brian?
99.
What's the answer?
You should have known the other one. It's 193.
Yeah.
You missed by one
You
country?
missed by one country.
What country were you missing?
You should have known
What do you mean?
What country did you miss?
Yeah, what did I miss? It's like a million little small countries I can miss.
No,
Yeah, right.
Well, You missed one country. The answer is 193.
Yes.
But I said 192, so you
Right.
expect me to know
That's
which country's
a
not
pretty
in?
I'm
good
saying that
guess.
you should have known the 1945.
Oh,
yeah.
You go back to that? I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
this.
you're talking. Oh, Pepe.
Jeez, Pepe.
Pepe.
Now you're really
I don't
confusing
know.
me.
Yeah. It's like a trip down obscurity lane.
No. Wait.
By the way, not a single thing in this quiz will I remember. You could give me the same quiz next
By the way,
week, and I would
was
still
there
get it wrong.
and this might be a good thing, but was there a sports question anywhere
not
in
even
there?
one.
There was.
Yeah, which
There
one?
was? Which one?
Frank Tarkenton.
Oh, Frank
Oh,
Tarkenton.
Frank
And
Tarkenton.
the
Yeah,
Dodgers.
that's true.
And you know what? Last week you won and you were really happy. Now you lose and then you put
Pepe,
it on me.
Wait a minute.
Pepe,
So hang on a
that's totally
second.
unfair.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that when people win, they're happy, and when they lose, they get upset?
No.
Because this is revolutionary at this point.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you win, you said, "Oh, the game was really good."
Yeah.
When you lose, you said that the game was really bad.
Oh, yeah. Nobody does that, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, after the Lakers win tonight, J.J. Redick will be happy.
Right.
Unless they lose, and then he'll be mad.
He'll be mad, yes.
You weren't paying attention. Okay.
I was paying attention.
No,
Your
because-
name is Pepe, isn't it?
No, you knew the two wins by
Yes.
Vivian Lee.
All right. Excellent.
Which ones were the movies?
Right. I did get that. Which movies did she win for?
Yeah.
Was it like Gone with the Wind?
And what was the other one?
It was Streetcar Named Desire.
There you go.
All
See,
right.
you
there
know
you go.
that.
So I did know that. I've got a little island of genius up there somewhere.
So you'll remember that one.
I will remember that one, Pepe. All right. Coming up next, we're going to do some super crosstalk. 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Steve Farr. If you're like me, you just don't want to watch the game. You want the best experience every time. That's why Absolute Sport is a game changer. VIP access to the biggest games, exclusive pregame parties, luxury hotels, whether it's courtside, ringside, or the 50-yard line, Absolute Sport makes sure you're there, not just watching, you're living the action. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport, and make your next sporting experience absolutely unforgettable.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. For a limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Midea 4-piece kitchen appliance suite. Now just $17.96. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 1/13 through 1/24. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. While supplies last. See store or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Something amazing is happening in networking. Organizations are scaling with less stress. That's because CDW is designing and implementing intelligent HPE Aruba networking solutions that simplify and secure operations. With automation at the center of your data center, growing pains can be a thing of the past. HPE Aruba Networking and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Aruba.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
It's Effin' Friday!
Excellent. Hey, guys, we're on the road. Cappy's there. Shadano's here. Michael's here. Pepe's here. Big full house.
Sedano's here?
I have something to say real quick.
Yes.
Two things, Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to Potpourri of Lies every single time it's on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, Pepe? You tell those guys to go bleep off, okay?
Yeah.
You do a great job with Potpourris of Lies.
Did you know one of those questions?
No, but nonetheless,
do you think you've retained the information? Like if we asked you now, would you know?
Jorge, thank you. You know, I know you appreciate this because I put a lot of effort putting this
A lot of
together.
work, yes, and I appreciate that. Do you remember anything
listen, I remember
from the quiz?
Wales. I know Wales now, right?
Right.
I also did. I thought like you. I thought it was Grady Little after Davy Johnson.
Yeah.
So I learned stuff. Yes, absolutely. Now, Mace, I loved your interview you guys did with Avila. The one minor criticism I have is this. You asked the offensive lineman if he had a gluten-free diet?
Yeah, I was just goofing. I mean, I was going to say gluten-free or vegan or whatever. What he actually eat? And that was just a goof, man.
What if he has celiac disease?
I mean, it could be. I was questioning what he ate. I would imagine that during this time of year, guys can eat pretty much whatever they want, right?
Well, I think those guys always eat whatever they want.
Breaking news.
Oh, we have
Breaking
Sasaki watch?
No, I wish.
Oh.
According to Chris Haynes, who's normally pretty reliable,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Butler will start tonight for the Miami Heat against
No
the
surprise.
Nuggets. Why is that no surprise?
Because they need each other. He needs
You
to
kinda
play
do.
well
Yeah.
so he can get a contract, and they need him to play well so they can trade him where he wants in the offseason.
Yeah, a week ago I would have said he's never going to play for the Heat again, but time heals all wounds, and I think Butler. He may finish the season.
So,
in
Donna,
Miami.
you know those guys in the Heat. How are they gonna accept him to coming back? Treat him.
I mean, honestly, Michael, everything that he's already done plenty over the years to alienate himself from his teammates. They've just done a great job of covering for him, unlike Philadelphia or Minnesota or whatever, because they Spoelstra always said it. We're not for everybody, and he's our kind of a-hole, is literally what he has said on the record. So, you know what I mean? Like that, they're fine with it. And they, this, you played for Riley. They love being contentious. Like that's not something that should be a prerequisite to play for Riley.
That's what shocks me. Riley and Magic and the Lakers would never put up with a teammate like this. That's
I understand, but Magic and Riley has always said his mantra is you can tell me to F off, but just tell me why. Tell me what I'm going to learn from you telling me to F off.
Yeah, but you got to win rings. He hasn't won anything.
He's gotten to the finals twice.
Oh, getting there, whoop-de-doo, as Pepe would say.
I get it, Michael, but it's also not the 80s anymore, and the Lakers and Celtics are not always in the finals. Like it's a different league where we've had 6 different champions. So to John's point, it's not the same when you guys were playing. Sorry, there, old timer.
So Jorge, do you think that Butler is gonna be the same wherever he goes? He's gonna create problems.
Yes, of course he is. That's who he's been his entire career.
So?
Doesn't matter where he goes. He's never happy. Here, listen. You want to know the Jimmy Butler timeline? Okay, it starts here. The Chicago Bulls, right? That was his first team. He was up for an extension, and they were like, I don't know. And you know what happened? He was gone, okay?
Traded
then
him
he
to
goes
Minnesota. Yeah.
Right, and who was his coach there and the president? His former coach of Chicago who loved him. And then what happened? They gave Andrew Wiggins and Cat contracts, and then Glenn Taylor didn't want to give Jimmy a contract, even though Tibbs was trying to lobby for it. And then Tibbs was like, hey, man, sorry, I can't overrule the owner. And he's like, I'm out, right? He has that famous episode where he takes the third-teamers and crushes the first-teamers. Same thing with Philly. Miami actually gave him an extension after the bubble finals, and now he's still upset at 35 years old that because he wasn't playing the requisite amount of games that Pat Riley was like, nah, we don't have to make that decision now. And this is just exactly who he's been everywhere he's been.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. Mason and I made a bet yesterday with Greg and Brian. And I want to, from the four of you guys, I want you to see which side of this bet you would take. All right? Greg and Brian, this is to win the Super Bowl, not to just make it there. You have to win it. Greg and Brian have the Chiefs and the Eagles. Mason and I have the field, the other 6 teams. So, Cappy, if I gave you your choice, would you rather have to win the Super Bowl, Chiefs and Eagles or the field?
I'll take the field.
Me too. I'll take the field.
Yep. Michael, how about you?
I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes.
So you're
So it has to. So either one of them. If either one of them makes it, I lose.
No, if either one of them wins the Super Bowl, you would win. If you
got
have,
it.
if you
I thought you meant the matchup specific.
No, no. We're
I would
trying
take
to
the field in that scenario as well.
Well, the reason I took the field is I get Buffalo, I get Baltimore, and
Detroit and the Rams.
And
the Rams.
I mean, those are 4 pretty good long shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the Chiefs are going to be the favorite. I know the Eagles may be the favorite in the NFC, but I'm taking my chances. I don't think it's a
Michael,
bad bet.
You're betting against your guy Lamar?
Yeah, I got to see him do it. I love Lamar. Obviously, that's a tough game on Sunday in Buffalo. If they can run the ball, they'll keep Josh Allen off the field, and Lamar's got to use his legs. He can't stand in the pocket as if he's Tom Brady and just use his arms. He's got to use his legs, too, to beat Buffalo, to keep Allen off the field. And then let's say he does get by Buffalo. He's got to go to Kansas City and face that knucklehead again that I hate, even though I love Mahomes.
You know that they're favored.
The
Baltimore's
really
favorite.
bad.
Yeah, Baltimore's
they're
a point and a half favorite
on
yeah.
the road.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's the pressure bowl. Who has the most pressure on them bowl?
Lamar, because he's
MVP.
Lamar. He's probably going to win an MVP again, and he can't win a
No,
Super
I
Bowl.
think Josh Allen's going to win the MVP.
Lamar will get it because he's first team all
It's a
NBA.
traveling trophy. They're going to move it
because
around.
he's first team all NFL quarterback, so he'll get it because he's first team.
May I ask a question,
ask
please?
away.
Because it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my understanding, and unfortunately, sadly, I missed it,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been getting hit up by a lot of our great 710 listeners today about my main man, Debbie, who called the show.
Yeah. Now, Debbie is a girl
Debbie is
or a guy?
according to her.
No, she's...
That's his account? Wait, that's his account?
That's Debbie's account?
No,
Whose account? Debbie?
One more time. Okay, one more time. Okay. As expected.
What happened?
What did he just show you?
Beto, explain what you're...
Beto, hop on a mic.
Yeah, hop on a mic. Beto.
Somebody there, hop on a mic.
Okay, here we go.
Roki Sasaki on his official Instagram page has said, I have signed a minor league contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Boom.
Wow.
So Sasaki.
Sasaki watch is over. We got him.
Wow.
100 miles an hour with fastball, wipeout splitter, really solid plus slider, off-speed pitch, a forkball. He is going to be devastating for the Dodgers.
A minor league contract?
Yeah, that's the way.
Well,
Because
that's the way you do it because he doesn't have enough service time.
yeah,
right?
he doesn't have enough service time to come here as a free agent, so he has to sign as a minor. And it's set what he makes. He's not making a whole bunch of money.
But
if he would have waited, he would have made more.
Everybody was expecting.
How long does he have to play in the minors?
Not at all. They'll just call him up.
Oh,
He'll be up from the start. But it's weird because they had to post, and then it's not like when Ohtani was a free agent, could sign anywhere. He's not in that situation.
If he was allowed to sign a big deal, what would he get? Another $300 million?
Well, we know what Yamamoto got.
So he'd be able to get that kind of a deal if he was eligible?
Potentially.
Well, does he have the same track record, though?
Not for as long. Not for as long.
Yeah,
Yamamoto did it for longer. But Sasaki, if you saw him in the World Baseball Classic, I mean, he's got just unbelievable stuff. And now
he did not have a good year last year. He had some injuries last year.
Right.
But other than that, he's been really good.
And I mean, you think about that Dodger rotation now, and it's just guy after guy after guy. I mean, they are so friggin' loaded. There's no possible way they can run out of starting pitching.
How many starters do they have? 7? Now that he's on board?
Let's see. You added Blake Snell. Now you get Sasaki. You got Yamamoto. Okay.
Sasaki.
Kershaw,
Ohtani.
Kershaw will be back eventually.
Yeah,
Kershaw will.
Can't count on him.
Sasaki, Yamamoto.
If he's pitching once every 8 days, you can count on him.
Yeah, maybe.
Glasnow.
Right.
There you go. Glasnow.
So what's that, 7 pitchers?
Yeah, how many damn pitchers? I mean,
I
seriously.
mean, they're going to run with the 6-man rotation.
They gotta have 10 because half of them are going to get hurt.
Exactly. Right. I mean, somebody.
So, Greg, do you think that Dodgers are going to be super favorites to repeat?
Yes, very, very much so. They were favorites without Sasaki. This is just adding on.
That's
to
why
it.
I said super favorite.
It's a different.
Super duper favorite.
Yeah,
You should be
super
listening,
duper.
Greg.
Call
Come
it
on,
super
what are you
duper
doing
favorite.
there?
Super duper
That
favorite.
makes
Yeah.
a difference.
Boy, I'll tell you what. That is just an
Pepe, don't let them make fun of
roster.
you, man.
It's okay, you know.
Come on,
Poor
have
people,
you ever
man.
heard that before, Sedona? You're the
I
super
mean, what do you
favorites.
expect from a guy? Michael Thompson has his brain is like a Swiss cheese. I said full of holes.
Swiss cheese.
Yeah, Swiss
and
cheese
Michael,
brain.
Yeah.
you were talking about, what were you talking about? About like, what was it you guys were talking about that Michael was taking umbrage with about?
Oh, you mean that thing that
dirty-
Michael was talking about when
no,
he was
dirty,
talking about that
something
thing?
About, you guys say something
That
about
thing.
Like, dirty.
The dirty thing. Dirty.
The dog licking you
The
in your
dog
face?
licking.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yes.
Not nice.
Michael,
What?
you played in the NBA with guys sweating their bodily fluids all over you for 10 or 12
and,
years.
Elvin Hayes didn't take a shower for 3
That's
weeks.
different. My hands were on their sweat, but I wasn't. It wasn't in my face.
Yeah, but sometimes then their shoulders hit you in the face or something like
No,
that. Come on.
never. I never got hit in the face. That's why I'm so
Well, you were
pretty.
tall, so there's
Yeah.
that.
Do you let your dog lick your face, John?
Yeah, but he doesn't do it very often.
Yeah. See, Veronica does. The other dogs don't. Do you have a dog,
I
Pepe?
don't have a dog.
Brian, do you let your dog lick your face? Of course. That's just part
nasty.
of part of being a dog lover.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
You guys are nuts.
Yeah. What do you guys got going today? Are you ready for the weekend? This is such a huge weekend for
monster
football.
weekend.
Man,
Monster
oh, man.
Hey, and by the way, since today's Friday, are we going to combo plate with you guys on Monday?
That's what it seems like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Why?
Yeah, we are.
What's happening Monday?
Well, Monday's
it's
the national
championship. So we have to air that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't think we should combo plate. I think we should flip a coin and then the other two guys get the day off.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yeah.
Let's look at
Is it
the
Monday,
manager of audio operations.
well, where is
I'm
the
not coming
manager
in
of
if it's a
audio
combo plate.
operations?
I'm being dead serious.
It's 2 hours. You still
No,
doing a
all it
2-hour
is,
show.
a combo plate is just a 2-hour show.
Right, but you don't need 4 people.
No,
No,
we
but
won't
you
be
guys
on
are
at the
doing-
same time. We'll do two. They'll
just
do
you're
two.
doing
that's
2,
fine.
and then we
Yeah.
would do
Oh,
2.
okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 to 2 and 2.
Yeah, because if
to
not,
4:30.
then we'd have to do like 4.5 hours.
Right.
Well, why don't
Somebody,
we flip a
that
coin? Why don't we
Yeah.
flip a
Cappy.
coin? And here's what we'll flip. You see, you
This
guys
is
are
Monday.
12 to 2.
Right.
We're 2 to 4:30. How about if we flip a coin? If we win, you guys go 12 to 3.
12:30,
And then we
right.
go 3 to 4:30. And then if
Right.
you guys lose,
Well,
or
no,
if we
if
lose.
if I'm coming in, I don't mind going 12 to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is good.
No,
we'll
we're-
do 3 to
we're good.
4:30.
So
Well, there you go,
Monday's
Bergman.
combo
As
plate.
John said it. I mean, go ahead and put the schedule.
What is it, Bergman?
No, so you'll do 12 to 2.
12 to 2.
They'll do 2 to 4:30.
Right.
You have reads. They have reads.
Oh,
you
that's
put it
what
all
it is.
together.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
I-
They're
I-
try-
now
look,
I-
John,
now I see the
John,
method to your
John,
madness.
right.
Yeah.
John, they're all trying to make the money off.
It's
of
the
us.
old
That's what it
R
is.
word.
Is it
It's the
Monday?
R word.
Is it-
Revenue.
Is it Monday MLK Day?
Yes,
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Well, you better
Should
not
not
have
be
DeAndre
working.
come in.
Why?
It's MLK Day. All the brothers off.
It's a company holiday. He can take it off.
It is a company holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it is.
Why you guys
Wait, we
working?
can
No,
take it
because
off.
it's
You
the
want
day
it
after
off,
the
tell
Ram
me.
games and it's the night of the national championship game. I want to work.
I want to work too. I want to be in the middle of everything.
Well,
All right.
and we get a comp day if we're working a holiday. so
Exactly.
we can take it
Michael?
off another time.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Great seeing you. Have a good call. By the way, he's
that
already
didn't-
got the game in the refrigerator. He's got the Lakers already winning tonight.
Idiot.
Well, I mean, the Nets didn't they lose to like they were down like 63
Right.
points
I know.
to
And
the
these
Clippers
guys
the
are
other
worried.
night.
Yeah. No,
That's
I
not
just,
even an exaggeration.
If you're
Like,
worried about the Nets tonight, we are in trouble.
Anybody who says this game is over before it tips off is a moron.
Yep.
It's over.
Wow.
Tell
Michael,
him,
you
Pepe.
hear that?
Wait, Michael,
Pepe.
hold on a second.
Yeah.
Are you gonna proclaim it when John tips after the lineups? Are you gonna proclaim
George,
it in
he
the
already
fridge?
did
Already
an
did.
hour ago.
Yeah.
No, but on the show is one thing.
Oh, yeah.
On the broadcast is
Oh,
different.
he'll do it.
Oh, he'll definitely do it.
Oh, he will.
Didn't
He put the Dallas game in the fridge?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure
he
did.
did.
In pregame, and we lost by 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael,
Yeah,
come on.
no.
Come on.
And-
Hey, Sedano, if you think we could lose this game, then the Lakers
No,
are
the
serious.
Dallas game, I could say you bet against your son like that.
Yeah,
that was
'cause-
pretty crazy.
'cause Dallas
Hey,
didn't have
is-
anybody playing.
Is D'Lo playing tonight?
No, but maybe
Oh,
not-
D'Lo's gonna want
No,
revenge
he did
for
not.
sure.
He did not
He did
play
not
against the Clippers, so
Yeah.
there's a chance he doesn't play.
I-
They're
I'm asking-
clearly tanking for Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
You cannot find D'Lo on Prize Picks today. So I thought to myself, is D'Lo not playing?
Wouldn't he want to play tonight?
Oh man, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I don't think they want to win. They're trying to get Cooper Flag, who you say is worth tanking
No.
for.
Yeah, but they're not going to win, even with
You
D'Lo.
think Cooper Flag is worth tanking for, Michael?
Oh,
I've watched him a little bit, and I think, yes, he's going to be great, but I don't look at him and say that's going to be a number one game-changing franchise player?
He could be eventually. I mean, he's a combination of KG and Dirk Nowitzki.
I think you know what I think he ends up being? And this is an incredible ceiling no matter what, right? Like, I think he's like the number 2 on a really great team.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that could work, sure. He's like a more talented Tom Chambers.
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of?
No, don't say it, Mace. I don't want to hear what it reminds you of. Where are you going?
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Monday morning at 9 a.m. after Greeny.
No, I got to get one of those LAFD hats.
Yeah,
Because I don't have a Rams hat.